August, September, and October. The top 2 players from each of our live monthly finals will not only walk away with some cold hard cash, but also earn a spot in our yearly grand finals in November. You won't want to miss this intense competition, so get involved now in-app and enjoy some unpredictable fun.
Reverse. Uno. Uno. Uno.
Uh-oh. You want me to give a ETA to live time to Dan? I'm just sending it to Dan, not sending it to Una. ETA to live, what? How many minutes? I meant... Okay, you may just say 2 minutes? Can be the next Uno Mobile esports star. Don't miss your chance to compete for free in the Uno Mobile Wildcard Series Community Cup monthly qualifiers in-game and battle your way through live monthly finals for a chance at some amazing prizes, a spot in the grand finale, and a whole lot of unpredictable fun. This is the beginning of Uno Mobile esports. Do you have what it takes? Players from all over North America battled their way through a series of qualifiers, with the 16 best making it to our Uno Mobile Wildcard Series Community Cup. Our finalists will be playing with the same rules they used in the qualifiers: classic solos, stack, and our one house card rule, discard all. Competitors will work their way through a 16-player bracket, with the top 2 players from each match moving on to the next round, all the way to the grand finals. Instead of relying on score, our matches will continue to be played until the first player reaches 3 wins. That player will move on to the next round, along with the player with the second best record. If players are tied in wins, we'll have that covered in the rulebook. Finally, if you make it to the grand finals match, you will be playing for your share of the $5,000 prize pool, along with a unique in-game title and a pile of diamonds. Good luck, and may the best player win. I've got to bring in someone very special. Joining me in the booth today is Pancake Pal. Oh no, she goes red! She goes to Uno and goes red. Doesn't even know that that's the end of their winner's bracket run.
No!
Carmen is going to grab the victory for Tickle Me Elmo's. Pal, we are going to a brand new best of 5 for all the marbles. Unbelievable comeback. Tickle Me Elmo's gonna throw down his action card, secure the victory. The dynamic duo fought through every round they had to, went all the way down to the final game. But the winners of the winners bracket are your duo's invitational champions.
Winning this tournament tonight is just, I feel very happy, not just for myself, but most especially I did this tournament because of my best friend in the game, Chini.
Many thanks. Vielen Dank an alle. Tut mir leid, ich spreche kein Englisch, aber vielen Dank. Und ich bin sehr glücklich, dass wir gewonnen haben. Sehr, sehr glücklich. Danke, Chris.
Thank you, Chini.
Uno! Uno!
Uno Mobile Esports is here in 2023, and each month we are hosting a series of in-game competitions leading up to the monthly live finals in February, March, April, May, July, August, September, and October. The top 2 players from each of our live monthly finals will not only walk away with some cold hard cash, but also earn a spot in our yearly grand finals in November. You won't want to miss this intense competition, so get involved now in-app and enjoy some unpredictable fun. Players from all over North America battled their way through a series of qualifiers, with the 16 best making it to our Uno Mobile Wildcard Series Community Cup. Our finalists will be playing with the same rules they used in the qualifiers: classic solos, stack, and our one house card rule, discard all. Competitors will work their way through a 16-player bracket, with the top 2 players from each match moving on to the next round, all the way to the grand finals. Instead of relying on score, our matches will continue to be played until the first player reaches 3 wins. That player will move on to the next round, along with the player with the second best record. If players are tied in wins, we'll have that covered in the rulebook. Finally, if you make it to the grand finals match, you will be playing for your share of the $5,000 prize pool, along with a unique in-game title and a pile of diamonds. Good luck, and may the best player win. You've seen what's possible from Uno Mobile, but now it's 2023 and Uno Mobile Esports is officially here. We will be doing it big with $50,000 in prizing, with 8 monthly finals starting in February all the way through October, with the top players from each making the November massive grand finale. You can be the next Uno Mobile Esports star. Don't miss your chance to compete for free in the Uno Mobile Wildcard Series Community Cup monthly qualifiers in-game and battle your way through live monthly finals for a chance at some amazing prizes, a spot in the grand finale, and a whole lot of unpredictable fun. This is the beginning of Uno Mobile Esports. Do you have what it takes?
Uno!
You've seen what's possible from Uno Mobile, but now it's 2023 and Uno Mobile Esports is officially here. We will be doing it big with $50,000 in prizing, with 8 monthly finals starting in February all the way through October, with the top players from each making the November massive grand finale. You can be the next Uno Mobile Esports star. Don't miss your chance to compete for free in the Uno Mobile Wildcard Series Community Cup monthly qualifiers in-game and battle your way through live monthly finals for a chance at some amazing prizes, a spot in the grand finale, and a whole lot of unpredictable fun. This is the beginning of Uno Mobile Esports. Do you have what it takes? Uno Mobile Esports is here in 2023, and each month we are hosting a series of in-game competitions leading up to the monthly live finals in February, March, April, May, July, August, September, and October. The top 2 players from each of our live monthly finals will not only walk away with some cold hard cash, but also earn a spot in our yearly grand finals in November. You won't want to miss this intense competition, so get involved now in-app and enjoy some unpredictable fun.
Reverse! Uno! Uno! Uno!
You've seen what's possible from Uno Mobile, but now it's 2023 and Uno Mobile Esports is officially here. We will be doing it big with $50,000 in prizing, with 8 monthly finals starting in February all the way through October, with the top players from each making the November massive grand finale. You can be the next Uno Mobile Esports star. Don't miss your chance to compete for free in the Uno Mobile Wildcard Series Community Cup monthly qualifiers in-game and battle your way through live monthly finals for a chance at some amazing prizes, a spot in the grand finale, and a whole lot of unpredictable fun. This is the beginning of Uno Mobile Esports. Do you have what it takes? Uno Mobile Esports is here in 2023, and each month we are hosting a series of in-game competitions leading up to the monthly live finals in February, March, April, May, July, August, September, and October. The top 2 players from each of our live monthly finals will not only walk away with some cold hard cash, but also earn a spot in our yearly grand finals in November. You won't want to miss this intense competition, so get involved now in-app and enjoy some unpredictable fun.
Reverse. Uno. 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 Uno.
You've seen what's possible from Uno Mobile, but now it's 2023 and Uno Mobile Esports is officially here. We will be doing it big with $50,000 in prizing, with 8 monthly finals starting in February all the way through October, with the top players from each making the November massive grand finale. You can be the next Uno Mobile Esports star. Don't miss your chance to compete for free in the Uno Mobile Wildcard Series Community Cup monthly qualifiers in-game and battle your way through live monthly finals for a chance at some amazing prizes, a spot in the grand finale, and a whole lot of unpredictable fun. This is the beginning of Uno Mobile Esports. Do you have what it takes?
Uno! Reverse! Uno! Uno!
You've seen what's possible from Uno Mobile, but now it's 2023 and Uno Mobile Esports is officially here. We will be doing it big with $50,000 in prizing, with 8 monthly finals starting in February all the way through October, with the top players from each making the November massive grand finale. You can be the next Uno Mobile Esports star. Don't miss your chance to compete for free in the Uno Mobile Wildcard Series Community Cup monthly qualifiers in-game and battle your way through live monthly finals for a chance at some amazing prizes, a spot in the grand finale, and a whole lot of unpredictable fun. This is the beginning of Uno Mobile Esports. Do you have what it takes? Players from all over North America battled their way through a series of qualifiers, with the 16 best making it to our Uno Mobile Wildcard Series Community Cup. Our finalists will be playing with the same rules they used in the qualifiers: classic solos, stack, and our one house card rule, discard all. Competitors will work their way through a 16-player bracket, with the top 2 players from each match moving on to the next round, all the way to the grand finals. Instead of relying on score, our matches will continue to be played until the first player reaches 3 wins. That player will move on to the next round, along with the player with the second best record. If players are tied in wins, we'll have that covered in the rulebook. Finally, if you make it to the grand finals match, you will be playing for your share of the $5,000 prize pool, along with a unique in-game title and a pile of diamonds. Good luck, and may the best player win. I've got to bring in someone very special. Joining me in the booth today is Pancake Pal. Oh no, she goes red. She goes to Uno and goes red. Doesn't even know that that's the end of their winner's bracket run.
No!
Carmen is going to grab the victory for Tickle Me Elmo's. Pal, we are going to a brand new best of 5 for all the marbles. Unbelievable comeback. Tickle Me Elmo's gonna throw down his action card, secure the victory. The dynamic duo fought through every round they had to, went all the way down to the final game. But the winners of the winner's bracket are your duo's invitational champions.
And winning this tournament tonight is just, I feel very happy, not just for myself, but most especially I did this tournament because of my best friend in the game, Chini.
Many thanks. Vielen, vielen Dank an alle. Tut mir leid, ich spreche kein Englisch, aber vielen Dank. Und ich bin sehr glücklich, dass wir gewonnen haben. Sehr, sehr glücklich. Danke, Chris.
Thank you, Chini.
Uno! Uno!
Uno Mobile Esports is here in 2023, and each month we are hosting a series of in-game competitions leading up to the monthly live finals in February, March, April, May, July, August, September, and October. The top 2 players from each of our live monthly finals will not only walk away with some cold hard cash, but also earn a spot in our yearly grand finals in November. You won't want to miss this intense competition, so get involved now in-app and enjoy some unpredictable fun. Players from all over North America battled their way through a series of qualifiers, with the 16 best making it to our Uno Mobile Wildcard Series Community Cup. Our finalists will be playing with the same rules they used in the qualifiers: classic solos, stack, and our one house card rule, discard all. Competitors will work their way through a 16-player bracket, with the top 2 players from each match moving on to the next round, all the way to the grand finals. Instead of relying on score, our matches will continue to be played until the first player reaches 3 wins. That player will move on to the next round, along with the player with the second best record. If players are tied in wins, we'll have that covered in the rulebook. Finally, if you make it to the grand finals match, you will be playing for your share of the $5,000 prize pool, along with a unique in-game title and a pile of diamonds. Good luck, and may the best player win. You've seen what's possible from Uno Mobile, but now it's 2023 and Uno Mobile Esports is officially here. We will be doing it big with $50,000 in prizing, with 8 monthly finals starting in February all the way through October, with the top players from each making the November massive grand finale. You can be the next Uno Mobile Esports star. Don't miss your chance to compete for free in the Uno Mobile Wildcard Series Community Cup monthly qualifiers in-game, and battle your way through live monthly finals for a chance at some amazing prizes, a spot in the grand finale, and a whole lot of unpredictable fun. This is the beginning of Uno Mobile Esports. Do you have what it takes? Unbelievable. Listen to their celebration. I don't even know what I just did, but I did it!
No way, dude.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome into the Uno Mobile Wildcard Series Community Cup Monthly Finals. This is July, and we've had several of these events throughout the year. Uno Mobile Esports has been heating up, and you even saw a little bit of that pre-roll content looking at that Duos Invitational last month. That was a lot of fun. If you want to get involved in events like this, you've got to go follow Uno Mobile on all of their major socials. Type in !socials. You can follow them on Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. We are live all over the place, especially there on Twitch, their brand new live streaming account. We're having a lot of fun with Uno Mobile, but to get involved with Uno Mobile, you need to join the Discord as well, a thriving community. We love you. We thank you for tuning in for these shows. And you got to be able to play Uno Mobile. So go download Uno Mobile for free right now on the iOS or Android Google Play stores. If you're wondering who this random guy is talking about Uno Mobile, my name's Gojj. I've been here for the last several months, and I'm having so much fun joining in on these Community Cup finals. Folks at home, I know what you've been waiting for. Yes, the thriving competition, the nail-biting moments, but also all of the incredible giveaways. We're giving away tens of thousands of coins overall. Let's go ahead and roll one for you just for tuning in. The early birds get a special. Go to your cogwheel settings, head down to redeem code, and type in Fun in July 7. Fun in July 7, all one word. You're gonna get 250 coins and 5 diamonds just for being here at the very beginning of the show. So congratulations. Type it in now, all one word. I'm going to give you a second to do that. It's a limited amount of redeems overall, so you got to get involved right now. Go type it in, get your rewards. While you're doing that, I need to remind everyone, maybe this is the first time you're tuning into the show, let's see a little bit more about what Uno Mobile Esports has been cooking up throughout the entirety of this year. Uno Mobile Esports is here in 2023, and each month we are hosting a series of in-game competitions leading up to the monthly live finals in February, March, April, May, July, August, September, and October. The top 2 players from each of our live monthly finals will not only walk away with some cold hard cash, but also earn a spot in our yearly grand finals in November. You won't want to miss this intense competition, so get involved now in-app and enjoy some unpredictable fun. Predictable fun indeed. It's July, so we're about halfway through our Uno Mobile Esports year and excited about the second half. Of course, it's summer. I've got my sunglasses ready to go. I might be wearing those later today. But speaking of today, let's take a look at what you're going to see today, because the competition, of course, it's going to be really tight. Some players are going to play aggressive, some aren't. But let's see what the rules are going to look like for today. Players from all over North America battled their way through a series of qualifiers, with the 16 best making it to our Uno Mobile Wildcard Series Community Cup. Our finalists will be playing with the same rules they used in the qualifiers: classic solos, stack, and our one house card rule, discard all. Competitors will work their way through a 16-player bracket, with the top 2 players from each match moving on to the next round, all the way to the grand finals. Instead of relying on score, our matches will continue to be played until the first player reaches 3 wins. That player will move on to the next round, along with the player with the second best record. If players are tied in wins, we'll have that covered in the rulebook. Finally, if you make it to the grand finals match, you will be playing for your share of the $5,000 prize pool, along with a unique in-game title and a pile of diamonds. Good luck, and may the best player win. Well, a lot of the same. If you've seen some of those monthly finals, a lot of you worked really hard to get here, so I want to get into the action as soon as we can. And again, if you haven't had a chance to participate in those qualifiers, they all happen in-app. But as much as I love to hear myself talk, or just talk and talk and talk, I've got to bring in a special friend of mine. I think you're going to recognize her. Katie is back in the booth with me. Katie, how are you feeling today for the July finals?
For the fact that today we get to crown another Uno Mobile champion. I cannot wait.
That's exactly right. We're going to be having some major competition today. I think we've got some returners. We've got some players that are here for the very first time, and I want to get into all of that. Before we do, I've got to warm up the folks at home, though, okay? I already got your typing fingers ready with the giveaway code. We got to run our fan favorite trivia, so get ready to type in your answers in the chat. This is a little bit more of a nuanced one. You make sure you're paying attention here, okay? Which card pack can the players get if they rank top 1? You got to get first in the Coins League Legend tier, okay? Is it A, Card Pack 6-star? Is it B, Card Pack 5-star? C, Magic Card 6-star? Or D, Card Pack 4-star? Type in your answers now. You just gotta type in A, B, C, or D. Is it A, B, C, or D, Katie? I don't know. This is a little bit trickier than we usually give for the first one, but it's not B. So if you typed in B, you're wrong. I think a lot of you know this one, though. We've got some avid Uno Mobile fans in the chat. It's not D either. Is it A, Card Pack 6-star? Is it C, Magic Card 6-star? You have a final guess here in the final moments. 50-50 shot, and it is C, Magic Card 6-star. For those that typed it in correctly, congratulations. You are the most avid Uno Mobile players out there. You know all the secrets behind the Coins League. We got a lot more we're going to talk about with everything happening in-app. But you got warmed up, Katie. So now let's get people warmed up about the competition. Okay, let's talk through the rules today in a little bit more detail.
Yeah, so it's the first to 3 wins in each group. There's going to be 4 starting groups of 4 players each, and it's the top 2 overall who move on. So maybe you're not the first one to get to 3 wins, Gojj, but if you're second place, you're safe for the time being. What's more, we also use stack and discard all, and if there's anything I know about Uno Mobile, when it comes to discard all, it can change the game in an instant.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Discard all, you can win. You don't even have to say Uno. You can win by throwing down 8 cards of the same color if things work out perfectly. Watch out for those discard alls. They change the game. They change the competition. And speaking of that competition, let's take a look at the bracket. Let's see who made it here through the crazy qualifiers. There were so many people trying to make it to this stage, but we have our 16 contestants. Group A, B, C, D's are randomized based on how you did in the qualifiers. I mean, first glance, I think I'm looking at Group A first. They do see a returner, Jordan, otherwise known as Air Jordan, actually competed a couple months ago. So excited to see Air Jordan back.
Yeah, Air Jordan making a return. We'll see how far they're able to get. But I gotta like the confidence of someone named Money in Group A as well. Sure. But there's a couple of folks in these initial groups that stand out to me. Like, take a look at me, Smiley Face in Group D. I love that.
Yeah, I was going to look at Group D as well. We've got Jersey. We've got Isabella. This is a fun... I think me, Smiley Face, is one of the most unique names we've seen on broadcast. So I'm going to stick with me. And it's also going to be really difficult speaking in whatever that is, second person or what have you. Group C, we've got Troya, Shan, The Best. I mean, we've got some really nice names. We got Money, The Best, me, Smiley Face. I don't know if The Best is actually going to be the best, but... I'm here to see if they can prove it.
Yeah, I'm here to see it too. And if there's one thing we know, yes, you might have the confidence in the name, but do you have the confidence when we are in the game, Gojj? And some of these groups are going to either be hyper aggressive. They might be using those wild cards right off rip. Some might be a little more apprehensive, try and pull it into the last minute of the game. That's what's always so exciting to me, is that we don't know what we're going to get.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I was about to bring up the playstyles. Every single group, every single month is totally different. You have to read your opponents. Those at home that know what I'm talking about, you can type in maybe your main strategies in the chat as we're getting into the game, because everybody plays slightly different. But a lot of people say, when I talk to them in the Discord, hey, my favorite strategy, I got to read my opponents. I'm going to bluff. I'm going to try to see what they have, and I'm going to try to play against what they may or may not have. So let's take a look at the first game today. We are ready to rock and roll, and I gotta say, Mikasa looking really strong with 2 wilds early.
Yeah, 2 wilds, but not the only one with a +4. Jordan there as well swings it over to blue, and wow, if you're Bryn, you wish you had a discard all for those greens. My goodness.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, you might want to hang on to some of those greens, or an early +4 wild. I don't know if that's the nerves or just saying, let me get out in front early.
Discard all.
It's worth reminding people here, Katie, that all these wild cards, action cards, they do cost more in terms of points at the end if you can't get rid of all your cards. Yeah,
they can be very useful until suddenly they aren't. Especially, as you said, if you get to that very end, if the time runs out, it can really work against you. But now 2 cards going to Money turns into a +4 to Jordan, which will be a +8 here. And unfortunately, that's why using that +4 early costs them. Maybe you rather eat those 2 cards and then suddenly you're sending another over to Bryn, but that is not the case.
Uno.
That's gotta sting.
Here we go. Back on Uno, Jordan. First Uno of the day, and the largest draw thus far has been +8. We're seeing a lot of draws this time around, but Jordan can't do much. And they've got a blue 1, so they're going to burn a little clock here and then draw. Not a great draw. Mikasa did end up drawing another +4 wild, though, so if this game can get delayed a little longer, they could try to battle back.
Or if there's some sort of a reverse and you can hit Jordan with that +4, it's going to work. And Jordan just trying to waste time here as well as it stays blue. And there's that discard all Bryn needed, but no green just yet here for Jordan.
Yeah, so here's the thing it always gets exciting about the final minute here, Katie. The medals are going to pop up. The players are going to know who's in first or second based on score. Jordan was in such a good spot and then has to draw 4 at the last minute. Now, the fun new added bonus here in our spectator mode is you can actually see the math being done for you. We all love math that's done for us. 45 seconds left, and now Bryn down to 2 cards.
But that's going to be huge. Mikasa, you're going to get rid of that wild right now, and suddenly you're in first place because all the points are gone. You force Bryn to take them. If you can hold on for 30 seconds, maybe you can pull this home.
This is so close. Discard alls are so huge late game because they can dwindle down your cards quickly, but we only have 20 seconds left. These turns go so fast. Jordan trying to close the gap again is going to have to play the discard all to try to even it up, but still has the skip they can't get rid of, so that's a nice amount of points. Money is in the perfect position to win this.
And Mikasa, unfortunately, with that reverse as well, the point's not going their way, and Money as time counts down, throws down the Uno with the 0 on top of it. There's nothing you can do about that, Gojj.
Nicely done.
Woo.
Money
Brings it
takes
back.
the win. Just barely, by the way, takes the win. Jordan did eke back there. Was actually able to get that skip off. They both had one card left. Just one person had a 0 and the other person had 2. So the person with the lowest amount of points in their hand, which was 0, wins overall. Money takes the first win.
Look, I can't do math very well, Gojj, but I do know that 0 is going to be a lower number than anything else in this deck. So congratulations to Money on taking that home. Mikasa tried to make a play that didn't work out, but take a look. Actually, a lot of wilds, but only 2+4s for Money and Bryn.
Yeah, pretty even across the board. Money would love to go ahead and throw down their second win and be close to winning this out. I will take note here. I think you're all hearing it and seeing it. We have enabled emojis. We have enabled, your eggs, your bombs. You're going to see all kinds of stuff, which is so fun, by the way. It just adds an extra element.
Look at this discard all if it gets there.
Mikasa could go out with 4. Oh! It's going to go down. No one was expecting it. Mikasa with the win on the discard all. Katie, you called it out beforehand. I'm just saying, when you got the discard alls early, you might surprise some folks.
Well, not only that, Mikasa's going to get a nice amount of points on top of that because there was a bunch of wild cards sitting around for the other players and it was so early into the round. So what a nice bounce back to tie things up 1-1.
There you go, 1-1. Again, it is the first person to 3 wins automatically moves on, but the person with the second highest amount of wins, or the person that wins the tiebreaker, which we'll talk about if we need to, will move on as well. So top 2, like Katie described earlier. Early reverses and some +2s. Pretty even. Money looking pretty strong, albeit the most cards.
Yeah, but watch what's about to happen to poor Mikasa. Oh, I can't watch, Gojj. It's going to be a disaster.
+12, I think, going to Mikasa after a brutal win there with the discard all. Now in a bit of trouble.
The cards just never end when that happens, Gojj, and you got to feel for them, especially because they don't have a discard all for the blue. They do for red, so at least they can get rid of a handful here, but those blues are going to be tough, and Bryn in a great spot.
Yeah, Bryn is in a perfect position right now. I don't think anybody's really going to contest Bryn if they do throw down a +4 early. Or just reverse right back into it. Here's the big question mark. You have 2 minutes left. Do you play that wild now or wait? And I think Bryn's smartly waiting.
Yeah, I agree. I would keep that too. It's not like you're in dire straits that you need to get rid of the +4. But you can't do anything with that either, so you just keep drawing cards. This is kind of the gamble. And you decide to go ahead and play the wild, goes to red.
Ran out of patience. I don't think so. We're going to make sure we don't have to draw. Mikasa is not going to draw another 4 cards. They do not need any more. It's just the simple facts. Money is going to try to sneak in here and grab a win, though. Might burn their wild for it. They're going to be stuck with yellows. We'll see. Go ahead and do it. And they're not even going to try to bluff, Katie. They just said, look, I got yellow. Somebody do something about it.
And you don't necessarily want to use that skip. You change it back over to blue. Not helpful to Money or Bryn. So you're going to have to pull, and they will as well. Has a reverse.
Wow.
And that's going to be, I believe that, +4 over to Money. That puts you in a tricky spot. Bryn, though, you can't really do anything with this either. You can throw the 4 down. It's a nice top deck draw, but kind of in a bit of a tough spot.
Yeah, when you've got Mikasa and Jordan who had the most cards next to each other, you oftentimes see those stacking against the people that can't do much about it. Now everybody against Bryn. You can see the scores on the table, though, so now everyone knows Bryn has at least 2 action cards, showing 48 points exactly for us, and not a medal right now, which is crazy when they only have 2 cards. So you know they have action cards. It's just a matter of what are they.
Well, take a look at Jordan. 3 zeros and a 7. That is huge. You're able to throw down the discard all as well. Getting rid of one of the zeros at this point doesn't make a difference, but you only got 12 seconds left to try and hold on to first.
It's crazy that Jordan's in first with 3 cards because of those zeros. It's a great call out here, Katie. 5 seconds. Gonna burn the clock. He's able to play it down to 7. Bryn has 2 action cards. Bryn can't get rid of the action cards. Bryn loses the game because they had 2 action cards, could not get rid of that reverse, and then drew the discard all. So unfortunate, but Jordan, incredible luck or strategy to hold on to those zeros. We talk about how valuable it can be. Not everyone's going to win by getting rid of their cards. You got to hold on to the low cards.
Well, you just mentioned it too, Gojj, right? Those wild cards, anything like that, or any of those cards like a reverse, for example, can be helpful at the start. But if you're stuck with them at the end, it will cost you that that final countdown. But take a look. Got a couple wilds strewn about, but money. Not a ton, but does have a nice discard all for the blues.
Look how many skips Bryn has. 2 skips for Bryn and then 1 skip for Jordan. There's a lot of skips on this table that'll go back and forth, back and forth. Mikasa and Money are about to not play for a while.
There we go. It swings to green. Could be useful here for money if you can get it. But, well, the red, you'll take a red too, and that's going to be an Uno.
Draw.
It doesn't actually challenge. Yeah, excuse me. I didn't see the +4. There we go. Unfortunately, I cursed their Uno, Gojj, and now they are far from it.
Well, now we're going back to green, and I do like this play from Jordan, even though they have 2 yellows. Going green, you know Bryn doesn't have a green because they played a +4 wild, and the challenge was not effective. Another +4 wild, a crazy top deck draw, and the only person that really has a sizable amount of reds is Bryn with 2. We got 1 on the other side of Mikasa and Money, but Money's got to draw again. Money in a frustrating position. Yeah, that's tough.
You're going to get an 8 from that out of Jordan. Not the most useful here. So we get to the final minute and a half, and the skips are on. And we'll swing back over to Jordan. Sorry, Money and Mikasa. We'll see you after the break.
I love skip battles. They're so fun. We're in a nice spot here, but still nothing really you can do. Yeah, that's true. Jordan can kind of creep back in. Does have that +2.
Like the emojis going everywhere. I love that.
It's a lot of fun to watch them bomb and egg each other the entire game because that's what everyone loves to do. Burn a clock here and make Mikasa draw some more.
This is a good spot, though. I mean, a 9 and a 6, and if it stays yellow, well, not unless it reverses, unless it swings back. We'll see if it gets back to a color, but it's not just triple. Now it's the reverse.
Yeah, the triple skip into the triple reverse in the same match is so fun.
But look at Bryn with a 0 and a 7 here. Right now, switching back and forth with Jordan for first place.
Bryn just got another top deck +4 wild. That's their second of the game after already starting with one.
Did they shuffle that deck?
Insane luck.
Reverse.
Here we go.
Can you get a good one? I mean, if you can somehow get it to be on these discards or be on green somehow, then Jordan can make a play. But this is going to get tricky. And if you even do the discard all, well, you could end up handing the win to Bryn.
Here we go. Bryn's going to have to make another draw. Will they get as lucky as they have been?
Oh,
yes.
wow.
Still very lucky. Bryn should take this one unless something crazy happens in the final seconds. Bryn can wear out most of this time. Draws just a 1. No one can get anywhere close. It's a fantastic win in terms of points. Bryn gets on the board. We officially have every single player in this group, Katie, with a win.
I love that. I love starting off like that. I feel like lots of times we get someone who comes out blisteringly with 3 really quick wins, and it's our later groups who get real mixy with it. But no, we're treated to that right away. So I love that everyone is on the board.
Yeah, this is a fun one already. Group A is really setting the tone. This is kind of like the litmus test for the entire tournament. It's just showing how close these competitions truly are. We've got 4 players with a win in their hands thus far. We need 3 wins in order to move on. So we got plenty of games left. See if somebody can win fast. Jordan with a nice +4 draw early. 2 of them, in fact, likely will take this one unless something crazy happens.
I know, those +4s, having 2 of them almost seems too good to be true somehow. We've seen disaster strike before, but it looks like they might be a shoo-in at this point. As the wild does get played to swing it over to yellow. And if it stays there, it means that +4, at least one's going to have to come out. But surely no one thinks Jordan has 2.
Yeah, sometimes it can happen. Blue is just kind of bluffing at this point because Jordan really doesn't need to do anything else. Bryn does go to Uno, though. So if Jordan just plays and goes... Wait, Jordan goes yellow here.
Blue. He went blue.
If Jordan went yellow there and telegraphed their last card, Bryn wins.
That would have been incredible for Bryn, but unfortunately that's not how it plays out. And wow, look at that though. Another amazing top deck draw.
Draw 4.
That's huge for Jordan.
Can you get to yellow or a 7?
Draw 2.
Well, you can get a 3rd wild. Why not?
These wild draws are crazy. Katie, this is nuts.
Draw 2.
There we go. Take a look at that. The reverse comes in.
Watch out for Mikasa.
Left.
Watch out for Mikasa. All reds.
Oh, wow.
Would go out with 4 cards again. That's how they won last time. However, now this is the mode of play. The problem is Jordan can throw down this +4 wild. Mikasa's gonna have to draw.
Has gone blue. Jordan's gone blue with all of those wilds, every single one. So Mikasa not able to do much here.
Hey, Jordan
just
first.
Yeah, Jordan just does not want to telegraph that yellow card.
I don't mind it. Somebody's gonna have to change it. Okay. Red discard all. If Jordan can't play, Mikasa will also go to Uno. Here it comes.
Oh no!
All the red cards go down. Mikasa within striking distance, technically in first place.
And look, it swings over to red. Not helpful to Jordan or Mikasa. We'll see. Pulling out very similar cards. Not a red in sight right now. It's a stalemate for everyone. Finally, Mikasa gets one, but can you hold on for 20 seconds?
Reverse.
Oh, this just set up Mikasa perfectly, reversing the flow of play. Mikasa's going to go up by a sizable amount. Changing color again to blue. They doesn't know that that's going to be the bane of his existence. Jordan's going to hand the win to Mikasa. No, draws a reverse. We're somehow still playing.
Wow.
Should be a Mikasa victory regardless. She can't go out of cards.
No,
it's
it's
not
just
over
simply
yet.
not time.
Discard, although they go down to a tie.
What in the world?
I think the win technically goes to Mikasa. -7 to -7. Mikasa had it first. That was great. I thought that was a clear victory for Mikasa, and that's quite literally as close as it could possibly get.
Yeah, no kidding. You have the exact same card, but it all comes down to the timing and how crucial that is. Congratulations to Mikasa. So we swing back a couple more wilds, but Bryn, if you can get a discard all for blue, you are sitting pretty.
Green.
Imagine we go to a different color. Bryn gets a top deck blue discard all. Oh, I would have loved that. It would have been crazy. Okay, so Katie, technically Mikasa is on match point here, which is huge because they have 2 wins. If they get a third, it's over. And then it comes down to a tiebreaker between everyone else, which Bryn is currently winning by a few points.
Right.
Green.
But anything can change depending on how this goes out. Oh, those eggs are flying. My goodness.
Draw a card.
We're making an omelet. We're throwing bombs.
I love it. I love it. We saw this a lot in the Duos Invitational last month, and we liked it so much we brought it to the Community Cup.
I think it's great.
Love this type of action. Mikasa's gonna have to throw down the +4. Jordan's gonna have to draw a lot.
Blue.
I don't see anyone stopping Mikasa from winning this whole thing, but
I don't either.
anything could happen.
Yeah, especially if you get a skip here, but no, swings it over to red. But if the 0 gets played by Bryn, then Mikasa wins anyway!
Mikasa with 3 wins out of nowhere. This was the closest group stage we've seen in a long time through the first 4, and then Mikasa drops back-to-back wins to close out the group. A wicked way to end Group A. July final already has been one of the best thus far. That was a crazy finish. And I gotta say, Katie, Bryn just barely sneaking in via the tiebreaker is nuts.
Barely with the tiebreaker as well. And also, I think the 0 there, sometimes when you look at that, Gojj, you're like, surely you didn't happen to have the exact same card
I know.
I had. But
Red.
Uno Mobile works in mysterious ways, Gojj.
Let's take a look at some of these replays. I mean, looking back again, every player got a win at the very beginning. We had 4 maps, 4 matches, and every single person grabbed the victory through those 4. And then it was Mikasa grabbing the back-to-backs, and here are some of the big moments. We saw some massive draws. Of course, discard alls were huge through this series. Mikasa got a full win on a discard all earlier.
A lot of time played out as well. It seemed like at least 3 of those rounds was just playing time and desperately hoping someone doesn't get a good top deck draw. And that worked out for a lot of players.
Yeah, that's the thing too. Like when you start talking about Uno Mobile strategy, like yes, there's luck. There's the massive discard all almost win. Puts her in position to win with the point change. That wild. But yeah, it's a great shot. There's that final 0 play. Sometimes you're just luckier than your opponents. But you're right, when you're playing to time, you are working really, really hard and using your strategy to win instead. Here is the scoreboard. So again, first player to 3 wins, Mikasa takes that by a long shot. 3 wins. Next highest was everyone else at 1 win. So it comes down to total score. And remember, with our tiebreakers, score only counts if you have the same amount of wins. So Bryn got the best score overall, which was the combined hand points of everyone else in the game that they won. they walk away with second place. So you're going to see Mikasa move to semifinals A. You're going to see Bryn move to semifinals B. What a way to start our July final.
I love it. It seemed like we might be prepared in Group A to go the distance because everyone got that initial win. Mikasa just running away with it at the end. And you said it, Gojj, right? Sometimes luck's going to play a role, but you got to be able to use that luck effectively. And Mikasa did just that. Unfortunately for Jordan and Money, they will not be moving on. But, ooh, it's time for Group B, and I am excited about this. I think it's going to be a little crazy.
We've got Alexis Hannah, and we've got Scarlet TT, we've got Lydia, we've got Asplit, and so overall, none of these 4 players have competed in the finals before. Likely they've competed in the qualifiers. I was getting some word from some of the players that they've been battling through the qualifiers a ton, and they were working through March and April and just couldn't quite make it to the finals. However, they're here today, so they've got something to prove. They've got a little bit of a chip on their shoulder, and they're excited to compete.
Well, that's the thing, too, right? If you have something to prove, you really want to see yourself get to the very end. I love that, right? Because maybe you're going to take the riskier plays when you're a win down, but we're about to find out who's going to take the very first win, Gojj. I think as Group B is just about to start, and there we have it. Let's see who's going to join Mikasa and Bryn in the next stage.
Here we go.
Skip.
Nice skip. Wow, Alexis, huge. We've got 2+4 wilds. We've got a normal wild ready to rock and roll. Lydia's already kind of pushing the envelope, though, down to 3 cards early. Katie, I think we've got a huge opportunity here for Alexis to go big. And Lydia's going to have to draw 16 early. This is the biggest draw we've seen this month. Excited to see if we can top our 22. I think is the highest we've ever seen in the Community Cup.
22. I don't think someone wants to break that record, Gojj, if they're on the receiving end of those cards. But Alexis, a pretty good spot to be in right now. Uses a wild, still has the +4 in the back pocket.
Red.
But we'll swing back over to red, of which Lydia only has 2 cards. Not that I could tell you what they are.
Well, that's the thing, though, especially in the Community Cup with Discard Alls active. You can draw a ton of cards, and then all of a sudden you're right back into it with 2 or 3 plays because of that Discard All. Like, all of Lydia's blues could go out the window here if it ever goes blue. Alexis is going to go ahead and burn that wild, so all of a sudden, kind of knocking on the door of victory here, especially if a split plays all of their green cards. But yellow is not helpful for anyone.
Well, and that's big because Split there wouldn't have been able to hit the discard all on the greens and only had 1 left. But you can play a skip. You get a nice top deck. You can keep it. Lydia, just like that, right back in things. But I assume Split is going to go ahead and throw down that discard all as well. But it's an Uno with a 0 out of Alexis. That's huge.
Yeah, it's a great spot to be in, especially when it goes red in the final seconds. A huge win from Alexis on mid stage, grabbing their first victory. Congratulations. Just getting started in this group, but a great first match.
Yeah, no kidding. I feel like there's been something in the air, Gojj, about those 0 cards. I think we saw it in Group A and we saw it in Group B as well. There's something about the 0, whatever color it may be. If you have that when you get to the final minute, somehow you're going to come out on top in that round.
Reverse.
Reverse card goes out. Okay, I was surveying the battlefield here, Katie. Looks like pretty even. We've got a +4 wild with 2. We've got 2 wilds. 1 wild being burned very early by Scarly. With the greens going down, a split again in a great. Look at Lydia right behind. If this continues to stay on discard alls.
Oh no, but you're gonna get hit with a. Blue. You have to use that wild, and Lydia can't answer that. So what was an amazing initial discard all? Back to square one. But Scarlet looking good now with the 2 reds, and well, Split with a 6. Can it stay on yellow?
I don't think it's going to go to yellow.
Well,
even if Alexis
not if that gets played.
Yeah, I was going to say, unless they're just going to telegraph, Split's going to have to draw 4. Nice draw, though. Overall, very wide variety. Nice teddy bear because they felt bad, maybe. These are maybe some more wholesome players rather than our bombs and eggs players. We'll see if they get a little bit more feisty.
Oh, don't do it to Lydia again. Unbelievable. I agree.
I think it's going to be another +6.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that's the play you're going to want to make. I don't think you're going to want to pick up a couple more cards with almost half of the time gone. But Alexis now on that 4. Does it go?
Red.
And it goes to a nice red, but can you keep
Okay.
it there? Because you've telegraphed to everyone, presumably, that that's what you want it on.
Lydia's got to change it, and they know it. Scarlet can't play either. I see a lot of people in chat supporting Scar. Continue to cheer on whoever you're here to support. Cheer them on if there are Discord members, if they're community members. Shout them out in the chat. We want to give them all the support they need. They need it. This is like tough competition. $5,000.
Well, and I wonder there if Alexis would have rather given the 9 because we're about to hit the minute mark. And
That's true.
that is a higher value
Yellow.
card. And, well, Scarlet in first right now.
Draw 4.
But well, Lydia's been hit with so many pluses this round. Cannot catch a break. But the 9, there we go, goes down. Alexis in first. If you can hold on, Gojj, for another 40 seconds. As the 6 goes down, that's going to be 2 up, 2 down for Alexis Hannah.
Nice play as we go to green. Alexis can't
no.
play yet. Draws an action card. All of a sudden, it's
Oh,
anyone's
no.
ball game. Splits in first, though,
Tragedy.
with an action card of their last card. So all it takes is for Scar to
Reverse.
get down their action cards, and they will likely win this. Split cannot make the right draw.
Oh,
20
wow.
seconds left. Katie, this is getting tight.
This is getting really tricky. You can throw down the 0, the reverse. You get rid of that
Reverse.
person back at 2 for 10 seconds.
Uno.
But the Uno comes down.
Reverse.
Split's able to hold on to the win with a
Wow.
massive reverse play. No one's going to be able to catch up. Split can burn the time. Well done. That right there is why you hopefully can rely on some of your opponents to play cards that you have. The double reverse was huge for Split to make sure no one even had a chance.
Well, and on top of that, for Alexis, it was looking so good, but they just got draw after draw after that. That might have actually been helpful maybe 2 minutes ago in the game, but the last 30 seconds actually spelled disaster. So no clean sweep for anyone just yet.
Not yet. 2 players with a win apiece. Still plenty of games to be had here in Group B. Early discard ult. Whoa, look at Alexis Hannah's hand. 3+4 wilds to start. Now, we've seen times where this is not an automatic victory, but it certainly is a great place to start.
Yeah, 3+4s. I feel like Alexis was upset about last round, wants to make up for it here to get another win on the board. As Lydia, can we stop giving Lydia +6s, +8s, +12s, please?
Lydia is not having a good time, not yet, but hopefully it'll turn around for them later. Split
Good job.
down to 4. Alexis
Red.
still in the best position right now. We've got discard all blue in case that goes down. We've got 2+4 wilds. Likely could play one here and get away with it, and I think they're going to. Could have also played a little patienter if they wanted to.
Draw 4.
Yeah. And I think that'll skip over Lydia. We'll see, do you decide to use that +2? That's actually great because the discard all for Alexis now. And then boom, it's a wild card to close it out if you can get there.
Huge. Could reverse back or skip. It'll stop the win here shortly, but at the end of the day, there's not much you can do. You're just delaying the inevitable. Alexis will grab their second victory. Very well done from Alexis. Certainly a little bit of luck to grab 3+4 wilds at the beginning, Katie, but overall, use them wisely.
Yeah, and I think +3, it's almost guaranteed. Things could always get weird, Gojj, but you see that off rip, and you're like, oh, congratulations in advance. Well played round.
That's exactly right. When you got 3+4 wilds, if you use them correctly, you're likely going to win. Now, this is where it gets interesting, because when you start thinking about strategy here, if Alexis can throw down their 3rd win, this group is done and dusted, and we're moving on to Group C. And to be honest, Split would like that to happen. Split's ready to go. I mean, they are the only other person with a victory. So if Alexis wins this, Split will also move on. And they are next to each other. So if there's an opportunity for Alexis to win on Uno and the flow of cards is reversed, Split might not play their +4 or a +2 to see if maybe they can help Alexis win, because it doesn't matter if Alexis wins. Split is moving on. And as I was describing all of that, Katie, we're already down to 2 players with 2 cards each.
Yeah, and Split, well, unfortunately, unless they wanted to eat that +2, you're going to have to throw down that wild, and, well, it works. Oh, it's Lydia. It's always Lydia, Gojj. It's always Lydia every time.
Lydia needs a little bit of luck on their side soon, and it's Split or Scar, making sure Lydia gets 0 time down with the low amounts of cards. Now we've got 2 cards left from Split on the right-hand side. A blue here will help everyone.
Yeah, that's great for Split with a 2 on the green.
Huge. And a 0, like you mentioned.
Yeah.
Seen a winner with 0 at the end almost every single time. At least it's helpful. Huge discard. Oh, let's get a set up Scar.
But it's
Scar gets a victory out of nowhere. That's why you hang on to your discard alls at the end. And if you draw one at the end, get a little bit of lucky, or maybe that's skill. I'll call it skill, Katie. That's a huge win for Scar. Scar's on the board, which means the pressure is on. We've got 2 players with 1 win. Alexis has 2. If Alexis wins, it's going to come down to a tiebreaker between the 2. But hey, anything could happen. If Group A is anything to show of how these things can go, all 4 players might grab a win, and it might come down to a triple tiebreaker.
Take a look. Scarlet with 2 +4s. Everyone with a +4. Split does have a wild, but will not have the +4 capability there. Discard alls from Alexis could end up, there we go, putting them into a good Uno position early. But same with Scarlet, 2 +4s, and
Scarlet's in the best position by far. Perfect playing of cards. At the beginning of these Uno mobile games, you oftentimes just want to get rid of those cards that can go quickly. You don't have to think about them. And before we could even talk about it, Scarlet was already down to 2 +4 wilds.
Draw a card.
There's a skip here. Alexis could maybe keep it alive. Yes, the skip comes through, but if it's a reverse out of, well,
there it is.
Thank you, poor Lydia. Scarlet says, thank you very much.
Red.
There you go. A thanks in
Huge
chat.
win.
A polite win, and Scarlet done dusted.
Look how big of a win that was, too.
Yeah.
Because of the drawn cards with the final +4, that was an extra 100 points that went to Scarlet. Each of those wild cards are 50 points. So a massive draw at the end. Scarlet's going to look back and think, yeah, I loved that one, because Scarlet's now on 2 wins out of nowhere, tying Alexis. If Scarlet wins this, Scarlet's moving forward, and so is Alexis. If someone else can get 3 wins and it comes down somehow to a tiebreaker, Scarlet's likely winning that tiebreaker, so we'll see.
Some discard alls. Alexis chooses not to use the discard all for green, reverses it back. Why? Because, well, Split just used all of theirs, so you know they're going to have to draw. But Scarlet still, though, not in a bad position here. Can throw down the yellow and does have the wilds to work with.
Green.
Right. Here we go. Green helps everyone besides Split. A great draw. This could force Scarlet to play their +4 early.
Green.
Yes. Is going to do that. Now that
Draw
spells
card.
trouble. If you see Split in Lydia's hands, that stack of +8 could go down at the moment's notice. Or just a straight +4. Scarlet's going to have to draw a few.
And now, Lydia, it's that 0 Uno situation for Lydia. Can you get some revenge on all the times that people stacked on you? We'll wait to see what happens when Split decide to do. Well, says here's 2 more cards. I don't like that, Uno. Let's get it out of here, coach.
Well, if we play the yellow discard all, we're going to see a string of discard alls. Huge for Alexis, going down to 2 cards. This could be all she wrote. If Alexis grabs the victory here, goes to red. Alexis is going to go to Uno with 1 point on the table. This could be Alexis's 3rd win.
Blue.
Yeah, this will be huge, especially if you're Scarlet as well. You're if either of them win, they're both guaranteed to move on. And
Whoa!
That's going to be Alexis. Might be 1, might be a 0.
I was not expecting that. I thought we were going to see several more rounds. If you play that back, you can see it was a 1 that goes down. That's exactly what Alexis needed. Congratulations, Alexis. Going to be moving on with 3 victories under her belt, and Scarlet right behind with 2. Both of them moving on. We'll take a look at that bracket here in a second. Let's look back on some of these replays, because Katie, from what I remembered about this gameplay here, this entirety of this group, it was nonstop action, but it was a lot of people just playing the wrong cards at the wrong time.
Yeah, and unfortunately, you can only work with the information you're given. Sometimes you have to make an educated guess, but you look back at it after the fact, Gojj, and you realize tragedy struck and you didn't even realize it.
Draw 4.
Yeah, so we'll take a look and see where these those moments we're talking about. So here's a great example of saving your +4 wilds till the end. Certainly can help. And Here's some of those final moments at the very end. It was that discard all. It's so enticing to play, but it gives away free wins. You know people are holding on to them. Scarlet grabs their second there, and here it is. +4 for Scarlet, and then the final win for Alexis to close this thing out. Watch that blue one come in, and Lexus able to win. It's the right card, to be honest, just at the wrong time. Here was the final score.
Wow, look at those scores.
Dominating performance from Alexis and Scarlet.
Yeah, congratulations, Alexis, Hannah. Scarlet moving on to join, of course, with Bryn and Mikasa from Group A, Gojj. And we are cruising through these first couple groups. And it's going to be Scarlet heading up to Semi A with Mikasa and Alexis hanging out with Bryn down in Semis B.
Yeah, huge wins moving on. Again, all of our cash prizes are in the grand finals, so they have to make it through the semifinals first. But they can kind of sit back and watch the show a little bit and see how some of their competition is playing. This is a fun part about Uno Mobile Community Cup Finals. Here in July, everything's live like it has been the entire year. So if you don't watch your competition, then you pop into the YouTube and watch it live. We got a delay on, so there's no cheating if you're playing during it. But here's Group C here, Katie. We have the best in this group. So I am waiting for the best to just prove their namesake. Prove that you truly are the best at Uno Mobile.
I agree. I feel like if you have the confidence, Gojj, to put the best as your name, I'm going to imagine greatness from you. Maybe a 3-0. Who knows?
That's what I'm saying. I think it's possible. We've seen it once before. There was a couple players that battled their way through the group stages and actually were able to drop 3 wins in a row, which is pretty impressive. So we'll see if that ends up happening. We're going to take a look at our game as we're getting started into Group C. The best. It's time.
Let's do it.
See what they're able to do. Nice draw early. Not the best I've ever seen, certainly, but a great way to start.
Yeah, I mean, you still got wilds to work with, and I feel like at your initial deck draw, Gojj, if you have wilds at all, then you've got to be feeling at least decent on your chances. But that's going to force the +6 out, and then again, you have that +2 from Shan.
+10, maybe +14, maybe +18, all the way back to Shan.
Oh,
a huge draw, the biggest one of the day.
I'm so sorry, 16.
Shan. With 18 cards going to Shan. Wow, this is a brutal way to start for Shan.
Yeah, but a lot of those wilds used now. I mean, JM has the +4, but
Blue.
they decided to say, heck, we'll use it right away.
Draw 4.
Takes the 4, but does have a discard all.
That's a huge pickup, especially when you're drawing blues in the +4 and you get a discard all.
Yeah.
Really negates the
Minimizes the pain.
Yellow.
Exactly. Yellow doesn't help a lot of people besides Shan.
But will allow you to skip Troy, which is nice. That would have put them on Uno with the 2, and you can keep on moving. But another skip green also not necessarily helpful to the best. Does use that final wild, and that'll put Troy in Uno territory.
Yeah, red. I mean, the best obviously can't see all of these cards. Red is a huge boon, though, for everyone else besides the best because of that +2. Troy isn't able to go out yet, but is still close to a victory. Minute and 20 left. The best cannot get this blue discard all down.
Reverse.
He's getting blues, though, when those cards are added. It's just, you said it, right? I mean, I wonder there if you could have got them to play the reverse into the reverse, maybe use the discard all, but you're just hoping for some moment to get rid of those cards. And wow, Troy, you are getting lucky with those top decks.
Wow, the fact that JM was in second, even with a wild in their hand, now down to 80 total points to 2. So we can see the score here on main broadcast. 2-30 now. As we go to blue.
Uno.
Opportunity to go to Uno. Now, the best is going to go down to 20 points, which is technically first. Hasn't given away the fact that they have an action card as their last card, but they have to draw a huge draw off the top.
Massive.
Yellow's good.
Uno.
It's going to put Troy at Uno again as well. What does Shan do? Has a lot of yellow. You'd hope maybe a discard all in there. Has a skip right to the best. Thank you very much. The best strikes first, Gojj, and we have our first Group C winner.
JM set up perfectly with some zeros in their hand. Noticed everybody else had action cards. The skip came through from Shan, and hey, the best is going to take those. I don't know if it was skill or luck, but a little bit of both goes a long way. The best takes the first one there in Group C, living up to their namesake.
Yeah, I was worried that we might have caster curse there on the best, but no, they are proving that their namesake is well earned with the first win, and well, everyone with a wild, but the best in JM, the only ones with some +4s to wreak havoc.
Yeah, the best looking really good. JM not looking bad themselves. Blue is perfect for the best. They're able to still play a card and maintain those wilds. Again, when you start getting to about the 90-second mark or so, that's when you're like, okay, I need to get rid of these wilds. Like, these points are adding up. Right now, we're just biding our time.
The best chooses to swing it over to red. Would, if they can keep it on red, put them in great position for the wild card Uno, that +4 Uno. Almost always spelling a win. Troy, there you go. They'll give it to the best. Could we potentially get 2 back-to-back?
The best.
The skip, though, you're going to get a skip out of Troy.
Well, that's true. The skip will come through.
Unless it's reversed from JM.
Draw a card.
Yeah, this is going to be close. A huge 6, though. Whoever wins this got a few extra points because of that. Skip comes through. The best.
Reverse.
When they reverse right back into the best.
Hey, there was not much you could do there. Troya had an opportunity to maybe try to take it, try to sneak it past the best.
Oh, wow.
Best will not falter. That's 2 up, 2 down. The best is on match point already.
Look, if this becomes a sweep, I'm saying the best is taking the whole thing, Gojj.
I mean, look, if the best goes 3-0 right off the very beginning, yeah, I think they're on paper the best player here so far. But they're going to have to keep up that streak. It's not over yet. And if I'm anyone else, the best with another +4 draws early and
draws a what? Are you kidding me?
Hey, I think the best is the best. Here we go. 3 up, 3 down possible. Not 100%. It is probable, and it is possible, but it's not 100% going to happen. We'll see what happens.
Reverse, I imagine, could also do the +2. The best knows JM has no yellows to work with. Also, with no +2, got that discard from the best. Swings it over. Blue's great, because Troy doesn't have it, and if he chooses to use the wild, does not, but the best in a really good spot here, Gojj.
Red.
That's a great spot to be in. It goes down. Might have to burn one early. No, just going to hold on to them. I like this patient strategy from the best. Hold on to them until about that 90-second mark. That's where people start getting a little antsy because of the scores.
And look at that. You get the green. And now you're going to run into a little bit of trouble here unless you decide to play that wild. Does so. Swings it over to yellow.
Draw 4.
Okay.
And maybe a skip from Shan could send it right back over to a potential reverse out of the best if they choose to.
Okay, here we go. Skip into the reverse. That's what Katie's saying. And I think that's exactly what we're going to see. Versus into it. This is best case scenario for the best. JM can't do much to hurt the best. And Troya can't stack on top of a +4 because they've burned theirs. So here we go. Are we going to just throw it down now? Yes, the best is past about that 90-second mark.
There we go.
They're saying we're going blue. I don't think anybody can do about it. JM just called out +2. Well, I don't know what that was. I think that might be an ill omen because I think JM should throw down +2 in just a moment on the best. It's not over yet.
Yeah, it is not over. What will Shan do? Shan reverses it.
Oh my goodness. Shan with the reverse.
3.
Back the other way. We called it before we got started. The best went 3 up, 3 down, moving on to the next round. What a way to start off this tournament. Group C is already done and dusted because the best truly is the best, at least in Group C, Katie. That was wild.
And with a total score just under 600 for the best. That is, let's look at this replay. Don't want to spoil it to anyone, but the best is going to win every single one of these replays.
Yeah, wild, by the way. So let's take a look at them. There's that massive discard all that set up the best in the final seconds to win at the very beginning, showcasing their skills early. There's another +1, and as we got to a bunch of greens, when you hold on to those +4 wilds, Katie, oftentimes you'll find a lot of success, especially if you can win in the first 90 seconds.
I mean, that was just huge. Not only did the best play these situations so excellently, but you also have luck on your side and the decisions of the other 3 players working in your favor, as we see it right there. The winner 3 times over. Look at that. Not a score in sight, Gojj, for anyone else in Group C.
So I want to describe what happens here. Again, we talked about the tiebreaker is the best has 3 wins. The next highest is the next amount of wins. No one else got a win. No one else got any scores because they didn't get any wins, right? So now it's a tiebreaker between hand points, all right? So all of your hand points from those matches added up. Whoever has the lowest overall will win. And the lowest overall, by the way, was JM. JM confirmed 2nd overall in the tiebreaker, moving on to the next round without a single victory under their belt. That's got to feel good if you're JM, but also a little sketchy.
Do you think JM just popped out of the best backpack and waved at the rest of Group C and went on their merry way to get into semis B? That's got to be stressful. I mean, hey, you're there, so that's all that matters. But my goodness, Gojj, I'd need to maybe get up, walk around a little bit after that one.
All right, here we go. Looking at Group D, we've got me, Smiley Face, Isabella, Jersey 41, Pro. We've got some, I'm feeling we got some heavy hitters here. I think there's going to be some more of this kind of high-octane action.
Look, I like Lou the Pro. I like that a lot as a name. Maybe bringing the same energy as the best. We'll have to see, but it's me, Smiley Face, that I think might be my group favorite.
I like me, Smiley Face. It's one of the more unique names we've seen. So maybe they'll go out with a smile on their face by moving on to the semifinals. That's what would put a smile on my face if I was playing in the Community Cup monthly finals. Excited about this one. Folks, by the way, this is our last group stage, so get your typing fingers ready. I think we've got a giveaway coming pretty soon, all right? So stay tuned after our group stages. We've got a giveaway coming up with some more coins, some more diamonds, and maybe some other things along the way. We've teased it a lot today. We always have a lot of giveaways for you. But let's hop into our last group stage match.
Let's do it.
Yellow.
Only 1+4 in sight, so maybe we could get a little bit of a longer opening round here in Group D. Not a lot for anyone to close with, and I don't think maybe 1 discard all as well.
Skip.
Let's see. Plays thus far. Pretty patient play style. Just playing what you've got. Moving some cards around. You're right. When there's a person that doesn't have 2+4 wilds or 3+4 wilds early, let's slow it up a little bit. There's our first wild play.
Yellow.
Another wild coming out right after. Perhaps we see a third. Isabella doing the same thing, leaving just New Jersey with a wild at their disposal. And well, if you're Lou, you're saying, please don't send that my way. Thank you.
What's fun about those 3 wilds too is everybody's predicting, oh wait, it doesn't matter. We go to green.
Hello?
Isabella is able to throw down. I thought we were going to get back around. That's the mental game of Uno Mobile, Katie.
No
That's the thing. When you've got wilds, you can throw down, especially not +4 wilds. You can really play mind games with your opponents. You can try to just telegraph what you have and say, maybe I'm bluffing, or a little reverse psychology, or you change and say, hey, here's my wild card. How about red when you really have a green? Works really well. Isabella grabs the first win.
Congratulations to Isabella. Good job. And well, this time around, a few more wilds sprinkled about.
Red.
Gojj, we swing over to red.
Skip.
But all these players
Reverse.
looking to, maybe some skip reverse shenanigans early on.
Yellow.
I don't mind it. Skip battles, reverse battles, always some of my favorite moments in these games.
Green.
Every time we have a winner, by the way, we kind of shift to their perspective. So Isabella is now at the bottom of our screen here, and each have their own card packs enabled. There's so many ones that you can choose from. We've got some amazing collections, of course, as well. Talked about the paws and claws earlier. Presenting our, we both have our Hawaiian kind of shirts on, which I like. But here we go. Isabella, best case scenario for them in terms of cards, but no wilds to speak of.
Yeah, no wilds.
Red.
And, well, that's going to be a wild getting sent your way.
Draw 4.
And does draw the 4. And that draw, not super useful. Nothing in there going to be of particular
Reverse.
help. And a reverse back into Lou. Do you play the plus? Oh, no. Oh, Isabella.
I know.
Oh, no.
I know. I thought Isabella was going to sneak clear of that. When Jersey played their +4 in Isabella, I was like, okay, if the flow of play continues the same way, Isabella won't have to draw 12. Has to draw 8. Still bad. And drew the original 4, so still drawing 12. Now, a discard all. Gonna get back into it. Really needs a yellow to get right back in to a potential to win this. Right now, really in trouble.
Not a good spot to be in, but everyone's seeming to be picking up more cards than they can get rid of. But me, talk about an amazing top deck draw with that +4 wild. If they can use that and maybe snowball that into a win. But we're at our final minute, and right now Lou with 37 points in first. That's some pretty high scores as he's back and forth with Jersey.
Here we go. Anyone's game, 45 seconds. Skip battles. We'll go back and forth. I like it. Loa play is going to put me down to Uno if they like to play their wild. At this point, you have to.
I would. Yeah, you have to get rid of it.
Throw it down. Let's get those cards moving. Not going to bluff. Just everybody keep it red. And I think that's exactly what's about to happen.
Yeah, I mean, Jersey, what do? You know that me has the red. You don't want to play into it, but you don't have a choice. And the smiley face getting a little bit wider there as me gets a win. Isabella and me sitting on top. Gojj looking for 2 more wins apiece to try and move on.
There you go. We've got 2 players with a win apiece. It's not going to be a replication of the last group where the best dropped 3 in a row and everybody else was just shock and awe. However, you're right. Me's smiley face is getting a little bit bigger because they've officially moved into at least the top 2, if not first, going into this next round.
We'll have to see what happens. It's been a little bit chaotic so far. I think rounds that I thought were going to be played slower, like the first one, well, Isabel just ends it out of nowhere, and this time it's me who's able to get it done. But you know what? I think we're going to see Lou or Jersey take this round, Gojj. I have a feeling.
A little bit closer to maybe how Group A went, where everybody got a win. We'll see.
Draw 2.
+2. Wow. Jersey has 3 +2s. They've already played 1 thus far. Isabella's going to be in for a tough time if we can't get the reverse going. See if we just can keep playing these. Going to go ahead and burn a wild as well. Bella's not too mad about that. An early discard all means Crystal is me, not Crystal. Has the Crystal border, which is impressive.
Take a look.
Back. Oh, Lou's going to be trouble for the +2s now. We can get back to green and yellow.
Yeah. Take a look at that, and you get the discard all.
Red.
Lou will go ahead and throw down that red, and you can tell me just doesn't want to have to get rid of that wild right now, is trying to take their time to use it at the best opportunity, and that's a nice draw. At least you don't have to add another card to the deck. But look, a discard all could put Jersey at Uno, and it does just that.
It's the scary part of discard all. Look how many discard alls go down, but it's a trap. Isabella throws down 1 discard all. Everyone follows. Isabella throws down a second and wins the game. Isabella goes big with a nice string of discard alls. What a way to finish. We've seen discard alls win, but have you seen discard alls back-to-back win? I don't know. That might be a first.
I know, you got to feel good about that if you're Isabella. It was looking so good for Jersey, and Isabella was like, oh, don't let these 3 cards deceive you. I'm just going to use them all at once and take the win. Thank you very much.
All right, so Isabella is on game point, or match point, rather. If Isabella wins this, we're done with Group D, and Isabella and me will be moving on. And right now, looking very good. No clear advantage all the way across the board, but I do like the way Isabella's cards look.
Yeah, and green, certainly a color Isabella can work with, able to get rid of that 1. Just needs to work with red and yellow at this point, something that me has as well and is going to want to change it to. So really me helping Isabella out at the same time right now.
If we can just creep along to the last card being a +4 wild before 90 seconds where you don't feel urged to use it. Okay, gonna reverse, which could actually go all the way. No, nice top deck draw. There's the yellow card. What color do we make it? We go red.
Red's great.
Isabella in a good spot to win this because of that red.
You can use that reverse. You know Jersey doesn't have a red. You send it back. You say, you know what? No. Curious, Gojj. I wasn't anticipating the +4 in the challenge, and
I don't know.
I'm not sure on that one.
I'm going to have to go back and think about that. I don't know if that's going to be in replays or not, but I'm going to have to think about that one for a while. That was a free win for Isabella that was thrown away for some apparent reason. Maybe that somebody bluffed Isabella into thinking they had to do that. I don't know. Maybe they thought the flow of play was reversed and they were going to +4 onto somebody with Uno. I don't know, but now it's anyone's game.
And now me can get that Uno with red. And Isabella, do you take the risk to reverse it back on? No, you get rid of the 9 instead. But me, in potential here to now tie things up at 2 wins apiece. But Lou is right there as well. My gosh, this is getting a little scary if you're Isabella.
This is anyone's game. If we went blue there, I think Lou wins it. So since we go red, it's not over yet. However, Jersey is going to make the 2 come through for Isabella. Now I'm in trouble. See where it goes from here. Looking for a red from Crystal on the top deck. Doesn't get it.
Oh, wow. And Jersey, a massive draw. A skip from Isabella. You're going to have to pull if you're Lou. And Jersey again.
Wow. Huge pulls for Jersey. Staying in the lead. You can see the points, though. Jersey's at 7. Mia's at 12. And a draw of action cards mean Jersey goes to second. Me with an opportunity to win. 15 seconds, now losing first.
It's 0 for Isabella.
It's anyone's game. Isabella goes to 0 on Uno. It's not over yet, though, because if Crystal doesn't burn the time, Lou wins it right there in the final moments. Not a big win, but a win nonetheless. Lou gets on the board, tying me with a win apiece. There's only one player without a win, but Lou just barely sneaks in there.
I think that was our most chaotic ending of any of the groups so far. Everyone seemingly at that round win potential, that Uno potential. But if you're Isabella, I'm thinking about that wild play earlier.
I don't know what was going through Isabella's head. I think it was like almost too big brain. You know what I mean? Like we went too deep into the minutia of the
overthought yourself.
Yeah, but anyways, it's not over yet, and technically Isabella's still in the lead, so can't get too mad about it. Jersey, though, looking very, very solid. 2+4 wilds and only 4 cards. Make it 3.
Yeah, a really good position to be in, and could potentially close it out here pretty soon. You'll get the green. Isabella will use that +2, forces Jersey to use one of those wilds, swings it yellow, and that's going to hit me, unfortunately, with that +10. Nice thing for Isabella, you can use that skip over Jersey.
Cards.
Yeah, that actually might put Lou to position to win if Jersey plays a little bit too patient.
Uno.
We'll see. On Uno with the wild, almost always assuredly a win, but flow of play is going to say Jersey's going to throw a +4 down.
Yellow.
Oh, what do you do if you're Jersey? Do you play the yellow and risk the... You're going to challenge. If you play the +4, they're going to challenge. You just play the 4, and Lou is handed the win. There was nothing that could be done. Lou just handed the victory with the yellow change. Lou now not only on the board, but on match point, tying Isabella. If Isabella wins, they're both moving on. If Lou wins, they're both moving on. If somebody else wins, anything could happen. We might get down to a triple tiebreaker again.
Yeah, and you said it before, but it's important when you know that someone else in that group has the same amount of wins as you. You're the only 2 with 2. You don't necessarily want to hurt them when they're playing, because if either of you wins, you're good to go to move on to the next group. But take a look at this. Isabella now, the one with 2 +4s.
All right, here we go. 2 +4s is helpful. Got to be able to use them correctly. As we look at those tiebreakers, technically Isabella ahead by a few points. Might not matter. We'll see. Isabella could just walk away with 3 victories here if Jersey or someone else doesn't do something about it. They got to make a move soon, though. Isabella gets down to 2 cards. She's going to win it all.
Yeah, and look, Jersey, though, does have the +4 and the 7 available. Isabella, do you force Jersey to burn that wild? Yes, you do. Which means Lou about to be in a tough situation.
Yeah, if it stays green, though, I don't know if Jersey will change the color or not. We'll see. Green. Does stay green. If it stays green here, Isabella will be skipped. Wait, Jersey's going to grab a victory. This is a free victory for Jersey.
Wow. Could you believe it?
Oh no! Me changes the script. They say no one's going out yet. I want to win. I'm going. Nice. Jersey's got to draw 4. Can't win. Me and Isabella both on Uno. Me with a super smart play to save the game. Not over yet.
Yeah, but I mean, unless you change the... And, everyone with 1,000 IQ plays. Me, you've got to draw. Isabella, you draw 2 and oh my gosh.
It's not over. It's not over. These players know how to play. Lou might be a pro with that strong, wild change. As we go back to green, we know that's what Isabella wants. They've been wanting it for a while. Jersey can't do anything about it. Me can at least get a skip off. Stop the bleeding. We'll see. Here we go.
Oh, but wow, does a reverse happen? You're just denying Isabella at least 2 turns at this point if you use that reverse, and that's exactly what happens. Me, now in first.
That's a huge play. The double reverse going to red sets up me for the victory. Me's gonna get it out of nowhere. A crazy wild play to change the flow of play and change the path of destiny. Me taking a hold of this group stage and walking out with 2 wins thus far. Katie, we've got 3 players on 2 wins, which means we're gonna have a tiebreaker to see who moves on. Who knows? Maybe it could be a 4-way tiebreaker if things go crazy.
That is crazy. It's Isabella, Lou, and me, all with 2 wins apiece. 3/4 of this table, just a win away from moving on. And Gojj, I think I saw the most insightful advice of the day in chat. You're either going to lose or win.
I love it. I love it. Our chatters, some of the smartest mobile players out there.
I saw that. It made me smile. I love that energy.
Here we go. You're either going to lose or win. Right now, Jersey is in serious trouble. Jersey needs 3 wins in a row in order to have a chance in this tournament and a chance at that $5,000 prize pool.
Yellow.
Jersey playing a wild early, saying yellow is the color I want. Will anyone care?
I care, Gojj.
Wow. Lou definitely cares because they just went top deck +4 and are changing it to red, saying, no, we're not going yellow. I want red and I want it now.
Yellow.
We'll swing it over to yellow with the +4. Isabella stuck with the +8. Certainly not ideal for them as
Uno.
Jersey on an Uno could potentially be their first win, and they need it if they want to keep themselves alive in Group D.
You just can't go yellow here. If it's yellow, Jersey's getting a win.
Blue.
And it's blue. Close. But me, yet again, changes to the right color to keep their game alive and have a chance of the victory. Me is technically in last in this tiebreaker, Katie. Me has to win this game, or at the very least be the first to 3 wins.
Green.
We swing over to green. We'll see what happens, and it's a +2 draw.
Uno.
An Uno situation for Jersey if you can get it onto a reverse or a red.
Here we go. Gonna swing it back. Me's gonna have to draw. Oh no! We're gonna change it to red and just give away the win! Jersey is on the board out of nowhere! Jersey is not going down without a fight. We've got 3 players on 2 wins and 1 player on 1 win. Jersey, you've got to do it again and then likely again, but you're still in this thing. We've got another game to play.
The first step, if you're Jersey, to staying alive has been accomplished. Now you just need to do it one more time. Hopefully, I mean, if Jersey Gojj can get a win here and close it out quickly, based on those scores and those card counts, could shuffle everything up for the top 2.
Draw 2.
That's true. I like loose hand with 2+4 wilds, but look at Isabella. Isabella could go out quickly. If it goes to blue here, Isabella's going to be on Uno with a +4 wild. That's likely game over. We'll see where it goes.
Well, and most people might not anticipate that if that +4 is used and changed to blue, that Isabella would have all blues to be able to discard all.
Couple draws means Isabella's not necessarily in the best position. Lou probably takes the cake for that, but never know what could happen. We're going to see a wild here shortly. There's the first. Green helps, well, not a lot of people. Me, probably the most. Likely sees the first +4. There it is. Uh-oh, Katie, here we go.
Oh, no.
Buckle in.
Draw 4.
Right. Safety first, Gojj. I'm ready for the chaos.
Thank you. All right.
My helmet. We're ready.
Green.
I'm gonna
Swing
have
it
to
over.
put sunglasses on if If this goes to everyone on 2 wins and goes to the final game, I'm putting the sunglasses on for the round. Here we go.
Ooh, and man, if you're Isabella, you're hoping Jersey played that discard all. Gets rid of a lot of cards, but instead it'll be the 8 that comes out. But another discard all, so if it can stay to a similar discard,
That's right.
you could be in a good spot, but it is going to be the +2. So do you eat that +2 or do you use
I
the
don't
wild?
know.
Blue.
Use it.
Isabella does not want any more cards because they want to go down with all blues,
I
right?
agree.
And I don't mind this play at all. Right now, from what we can see, no one else can do too much to hinder. Here we go.
Uno.
Isabella goes to Uno. They know that Isabella doesn't have a blue, though.
Well, not anymore.
Play. That's right. That's what I mean.
Wow. And look at that.
Okay.
You
Lou's
use-
also knocking.
You use the
Blue.
wild. Imagine they made it green. Oh my goodness. Does
Yeah,
have
need
to
a-
pull.
And we need a great draw here for Isabella. Not good. Exact same
Uno.
card, exact same color. Lou's going to throw
Red.
down the wild. 45 seconds
Ooh.
left. This could be for the match.
Draw
You
four.
challenge? No. Takes the 4. Isabella will need to draw again, and
Wow.
still not helpful here.
Lou with the
Unfortunately,
win! A
and
plus
it's
4!
Lou.
No one can change the color.
Wow.
We stay red. Lou says, thank you very much. I'm going to walk my way
wow,
to the
wow,
finish
wow.
line. What a way to finish Group D. A huge victory for Lou. At the end, doesn't matter the points for Lou. Lou's moving on with 3 victories in the final group. Those were almost exact opposite groups. Group C into Group D was one person with 3 wins, and that was the only 3 games we played, and then we almost played as many games as humanly possible. Crazy victory from Lou.
Draw a card.
Yeah, it really almost went the distance, but everyone getting on the board. As we see here, a couple of those final plays, me able to get one of those wins through all 7 of these rounds. And a lot of situations here where you say, GG Isabella able to use that discard all. Again, that discard all so crucial in these tournaments.
Draw
It's a all too elusive challenge. Sometimes you've just got to try, and
Uno.
occasionally the last card in the final seconds was just based on the
Red.
color that was chosen. Holding wilds is helpful, like Lou is
Draw a
showcasing. And then here we go, all the way around. Me battles back so close, by the way. Me was inches away from moving on, but I think Me had the lowest amount of points overall in
Yeah.
terms of score. Likely not going to make it. Just 1 card away. So close.
Yeah, so close. And sometimes
Yes.
that's how it goes, Gojj, as that final card comes down from Lou. You can be so close, but if the cards don't play in your favor, then it's going to be Lou and Isabella moving on. Our final 2 moving on into the semifinal. I'm really excited here. I can't wait to watch, I think Specifically Semi B, because we know that I think there's going to be some really good matchups there. But Semi A, I'm a little scared if I'm in Semi A, because the best, the only one to sweep.
That's right. Well, here's a look at that bracket. Again, every single card matters when it comes down to tiebreakers of wins. It matters on how well you won. How many cards did the rest of the people at the table have? Here are your semifinalists. Semis A, Mikasa, the best, Scarlett, Isabella, and Semis B, Alexis, Hannah, Lou, Bryn, and JM. Katie, this is going to be a fun semifinals as we make our way into close, but not quite, into the money.
Yeah, and congratulations to everyone who participated and the folks who are moving on. But we're not done just yet. We still got a lot of stuff to do. And Gojj, I think you got some orders of business you need to
Well,
get
look, here's the thing, okay? When you start talking about Uno Mobile, you see all the people in the chat cheering on their favorite. I saw a lot of people cheering on Scarlett, by the way. It's because they know each other from the community. You've got to get involved on Uno Mobile socials, ! socials if you're watching it live. We'll pull up all of those major socials. You can also go down to the description below if you're watching back the VOD. Go follow Uno Mobile on all of their major socials. We are live on so many platforms: Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch. We are all over the place, and they're always posting updates for events in the Discord as well. Go check out that Discord. But if you want to get involved in events like this, I saw somebody ask about it. They say, hey, when do the qualifiers start? The beginning of every month. We showed you that roadmap, but you've got to play it in-app. Go download Uno Mobile for free right now. Exclamation point download will pull that up. You can go down to the description, go download Uno, get involved, play in those qualifiers, and maybe you'll make it to the main stage. Folks, that is it for us in the group stages, and because of that, we've got a reward for you, but you have to earn it, Katie. We warmed some people up with some trivia before. If you want this giveaway code, you're gonna have to answer this question, and whether you answer it correctly or not, maybe it's just an ego thing, but I need you to type it in as fast and as many times as you can. How many cards need to be collected in the Paws and Claws collection we're celebrating? Is it A, 112, B, 56, C, 108, or D, 76? Type in your answers. Are you a collection hound? Are you hunting down every card that you need to get that collection? Well, it's not B. You needed a few more or a few less than that B. You got A, 112, C, 108, D, 76. It's not 76. 112, 108. Which one is it? A, 112. If you typed in A, you get some extra bonus points from me. And if you typed in any other answer, I'm still gonna give you the giveaway code, Katie. We gotta reward people for being here. Nice guess. If you guessed A and haven't grabbed a collection, that Paws and Claws collection is super cool. You can check it out during the break. And before we go to that break, I'm gonna give you that giveaway code. You earned it. I got it for you. Click that cogwheel, go down to redeem, type in the gift code 7ClawsPaws. 7ClawsPaws. It's got 400 coins, 5 diamonds, and 1 or shield. Okay, go get these rewards as fast as possible. They go quick. I saw people in the chat saying they're fake codes. They're not fake codes. They've already been used. You gotta type it in fast. 7ClawsPaws, 400 coins, 5 diamonds, and a 4 shield. All right, so go get it right now. A 4-time shield, super helpful in game. And while you're typing this in, we're gonna take a very short break. When we come back, we're gonna bring you the semifinals of the July Community Cup Final.
You've seen what's possible from Uno Mobile, but now it's 2023 and Uno Mobile Esports is officially here. We will be doing it big with $50,000 in prizing, with 8 monthly finals starting in February all the way through October, with the top players from each making the November massive grand finale. You can be the next Uno Mobile Esports star. Don't miss your chance to compete for free in the Uno Mobile Wildcard Series Community Cup monthly qualifiers in-game and battle your way through live monthly finals for a chance at some amazing prizes, a spot in the grand finale, and a whole lot of unpredictable fun. This is the beginning of Uno Mobile Esports. Do you have what it takes?
Reverse. Uno. 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 Uno!
Uno Mobile Esports is here in 2023, and each month we are hosting a series of in-game competitions leading up to the monthly live finals in February, March, April, May, July, August, September, and October. The top 2 players from each of our live monthly finals will not only walk away with some cold hard cash, but also earn a spot in our yearly grand finals in November. You won't want to miss this intense competition, so get involved now in-app and enjoy some unpredictable fun.
Uno!
You've seen what's possible from Uno Mobile, but now it's 2023 and Uno Mobile Esports is officially here. We will be doing it big with $50,000 in prizing, with 8 monthly finals starting in February all the way through October, with the top players from each making the November massive grand finale. You can be the next Uno Mobile Esports star. Don't miss your chance to compete for free in the Uno Mobile Wildcard Series Community Cup monthly qualifiers in-game and battle your way through live monthly finals for a chance at some amazing prizes, a spot in the grand finale, and a whole lot of unpredictable fun. This is the beginning of Uno Mobile Esports. Do you have what it takes?
Welcome back, folks. It has been an incredible July monthly final already. The quarterfinals were a blast to watch, but we're just about to get into the semi-finals. During that break, if you had a chance to grab your code, fantastic. You typed in your giveaway. But if you're tuning in and maybe you've never played Uno Mobile and you're wondering what's going on, you gotta go download Uno Mobile for free right now on the iOS or Android Google Play stores. It's a ton of fun, and you can get involved in events like this because the qualifiers are in-app. Yeah, that's right. In-game, you don't have to do anything else but play in-game for a chance to be here on the main stage. And again, they have a ton of events and giveaways going on all the time. You just gotta follow Uno Mobile on all of their major socials: Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch. Here on YouTube, where I'm hanging out in the chat, you're gonna have a chance to even vote on who you think's going to win. Go follow them on all of their socials because you got an opportunity to get involved in a ton of things going on, especially that Discord that I've been talking about. We've got an amazing community. They've been shouting people out in all the comments and in the chat. I love you all. You've welcomed me in with open arms. We love the Uno Mobile Esports community. Folks at home, I don't know if you saw during that break that Paws and Claws collection. You need 112 cards. We did the trivia, right? Did you get it right? If you did, go get that collection now. It is awesome. I dressed up in my Hawaiian beach shirt just to fit the theme, and I want to bring back my co-caster Katie, because speaking of fitting the theme, I think Katie has a special friend that is gonna make an appearance. There he is. That's Chief, isn't it, Katie?
Yeah, my very own Paws and Claws. He loves to play Uno Mobile with me. He loves to hang out, and he's very excited about the Claws and Paws collection. So, if this little guy can't wait to get his hands on it, you should go check it out as well. But Chief, well, he's never been camera shy. He'll fall asleep in front of everyone here, Gojj.
All right, well, while Chief gets a little nap while we're on camera, I want to take a look back at what happened during the quarterfinals, because maybe you just tuned in a moment ago. You missed some high-octane action. We had 3 up, 3 downs. We had almost as far as we could go in the series. Let's take a look back on some of these amazing plays.
All right, Chief has been deposited into my lap. Now we can witness this incredible gameplay. And really, that's what we got from all of these groups, Gojj. And I think what I love most as we take a look at Group B right now is that every group was a little bit different.
That's right. It always is the case. Anytime you join these competitions, you always have different opponents. They always play slightly differently, and you have to try to read your opponents so that you can grab a win. And sometimes you can use those discard alls to really mess with them, but wild cards also a great way to win. We saw so many different strategies in these quarterfinals.
And really, the best here, proving that they were, in fact, the best. The only player to go 3 up, 3 down as we swing into Group D. And this group got spicy when we had 3 of the 4 players go all at 2 wins apiece.
That's right. Here comes down a couple more discard alls and then a lucky 0 at the end. Lou was able to grab the victory. Let's take a look at the bracket and remind you all where we've been and where we are going. Our group stages are done. Everybody's been shuffled into the semifinals. We've got semis A up top, semis B down below. On paper, the best is the best, but when it comes to the semifinals, anything can happen and things can get shaken up real quick.
I think you said it best, right? Just because, even if you are the best, just because you 3-0'd earlier on, it's a whole new game, a whole new deck. You don't know what kind of luck you're going to get. You haven't played against any of the people in your semis. So, yeah, I mean, you might have been great the first time around, but second time, you might be second place holding on to the coattails to jump into the finals.
It's fun because every single month I feel like we're learning something, right? Like we are experts in Uno Mobile, or at the very least I am. I don't know about you. And every time I'm here, there's something that I learn. Like I think the big thing I've noticed is a lot of players today in particular really want to try to burn those wilds, maybe not to the last card, especially as we're getting into those final 90 seconds. As the clock starts ticking down, you don't want an extra 50 points in your hand. You want the lowest amount of points in terms of each individual game. And so a lot of players will burn those wilds around the 90-second mark. So if you can keep that in mind, you might be able to use that to your advantage. I know Chief likes to hold on to the wilds till the end because it's an assured way to win, but sometimes it's not the best way.
He's always chaotic. I don't know what I'm going to get with him, but I know it's always going to be a fun time, much like Uno Mobile, as we jump into semifinal A. Let's take a look. Wild all around, but it's Scarlet with 2+4s.
Isabella also can't get away from those discard alls. Look, they're going down early. Isabella's going to follow in kind and go down to the final card.
Gosh.
It's already a wild, and if no one burns their +4 wilds early,
No.
I was going to say Isabella was going to walk away with the win, but now she's going to be drawing 8 cards.
Imagine that, though, Gojj. Isabella not only would have got the win, but a massive point buffer as well because of all the +4s.
That's right.
Still on the playing field, but that is only a dream because you got the +8 to contend with, and now it's going to be the best also in a bit of a tricky position.
All right, here we go. Isabella had a chance to win just for a moment, but a strong +4 wild from the best means that, well, the best is hanging on to that title for now. +2 is going to be stacked. Scarlet likely going to drop a +8 on Isabella again. Isabella cannot get away from these crazy draws.
Draw a card.
No, and sometimes that's just how a round goes. It just doesn't go your way, but it's okay because every round is a brand new opportunity. Scarlet not able to go to Uno because the skip is in, and what Mikasa facing the same skip into a reverse, but look at that. Not only Uno, but a 0 card. We've seen this story before, Gojj.
Here we go. As it goes to blue with the movement of play,
Uno.
S is going to play and go down to Uno with a 0 as well. So now it's just going to come down to what color does it change.
Wow.
Mikasa draws a wild. Are we just going to telegraph? We are. Mikasa does not care, saying, I've got green, do something about it.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Scarlet plays the 7. The best needs to draw. Draws the 9. Mikasa, thank you. I'll see y'all later.
Huge
Win on the board.
Look, the best was right there, right behind Mikasa, but it was just the flow of play that ended up giving the Mikasa the win. It's a huge victory. It's technically the best first loss, by the way, in this tournament, which is wild to say. The best not in first. A nice hand there. Came out with 0 points at the end of the day, but gonna have to grab a win in order to move on, likely.
Yeah, those point totals could very well be important later on. Right now, you were just hoping to get your hands on the win. But again, it's Mikasa who comes out on top. A couple more wilds strewn about, Gojj, but not nearly any discard alls. I think none at all.
Huge skip battle. That's going to help out a ton and change the color to blue. Now, Isabella going to burn the wild. Goes to yellow. The best doesn't have one. Probably going to burn that +4, and it's going to hurt when it comes back. No, actually, it's going to stop at Isabella.
Yeah.
She's going to have to draw +10.
And Mikasa in an amazing spot now, Gojj, the only one with a +4 to work with. that could potentially be huge to get 2 on the board early.
Watch this flow, though. We could go reverse so that the +4 doesn't go on the best. This is a huge change in momentum because Scarlet can't do anything about this.
No, and that's the thing, too. I mean, Scarlet, yeah, maybe you play to change the color. Do you change the color to blue, though? I mean, what do you decide to do here? And
Oh,
hand
no.
it over to the best.
No way. Goes blue. The best grabbing another victory right back at the top. It's going to be close. Technically tied for first. Currently 2 players at the top with a win. Still plenty of games to play, but the best sneaks out with another win.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, you can't predict that someone's going to help you like that, but when it does happen, Gojj, you're like, thank you very much. I appreciate your contribution to my win. All tied up now with Mikasa.
Yeah, this is a huge win, both with a win. Still plenty of games. Now, the best has, again, a pretty solid start. Nothing insane, but the player before you taking the brunt of some draw 4s, it's crucial. We go to some discard all plays. Mikasa's going to be right back into it. And the best can't play. We're getting reverses left and right.
The reverse comes out. Mikasa gonna need a draw. Uses the wild, changes it to green, and I'm the best. You're gonna take that. Happy enough to get rid of a card at the very minimum. Isabella now goes ahead and throws down the +4. Mikasa on the unfortunate receiving end. Do you play the wild? I assume you don't want to draw. Yeah, and that's exactly what happens. And Mikasa, though, this could get them right back into it if they can stay on this blue and discard all.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's probably the understated point about +2s. It draws out +4s because it's so tempting to just say, okay, I want the next person to draw 6 or the next person to draw 10 instead of just taking the +2. Isabella's on Uno. +4 is not going to go to Isabella. It's going to go to Scarlet if it's played here. She can. Right at that 90-second mark, but Beth says we're running out of time. I got to get these points out of my hand. And can we do anything about it? Will Isabella have a blue? The answer is no. Still in it, but a nice draw. Keeps it blue. Mikasa's going to go to 3 cards. No, just skipping the best, saying, no way you're going out right now. I'm not going to let you play.
Yeah, and you don't want Isabella to get anywhere near that. You know they don't have a blue. The best now on Uno as well.
All right.
This is crazy. Multiple opportunities here.
I bet every player knows. I was going to say, Scarlet knows that no one else has a blue. Let me just make it blue so they all have to draw. A crazy draw again from Isabella.
It's the +2 to the best.
No way! Again, the best comes out with the luckiest win I've seen in a long time.
That's
a
2 wins,
+2 draw. A +2 draw off the top deck. Blade. The person couldn't stack. The best was able to throw down a +2 of a different color. The best knocking on the finals door, just 1 win away.
That is huge. That's 2 wins in a row the best has now had based on a perfect setup from someone else at the table. So you got to be feeling good about that. Now the question, can you close it out? Well, you have at least 1 wild to work with, so maybe.
All right, there is a poll going on in the YouTube chat. Make sure you click the answer of who you think's going to win. There's a clear winner currently, and the best is primed and poised and in a good position to potentially take it all, but throw down your votes. If you think it's the vet, if you think it's the best, put your votes in now. It's still anyone's game, but all of a sudden, Scarlet is 2 cards away.
So is the best, and they have essentially the same cards.
The reverse change of play means that the best could go down first, but they both elect to draw, and they both draw a discard. What in the world is happening?
And there we go, the plus. Oh my god, it's going to hit Scarlet. It's going to go all the way around and hit Scarlet.
Those change of direction helps out the best yet again. +4s all the way around the board. Isabella technically will be in the lead with 1 card left. Mikasa with the best score, but we still have 2 minutes left. Isabella's got a chance to win this. If it stays green, I don't think anybody can do anything.
Yeah, and green is great if you're the best at this point. But yeah, you said it as well. It doesn't really matter because you'll be on Uno, but then it's going to swing right back over to Isabella. We'll see you later. Thank you very much, Isabella, as well.
Huge win.
On the board. Massive win. And Gojj, I mean, my question that round, what happens if both of them didn't choose to draw? At least one used a +4.
That's right. We could have started the +4 earlier. Somebody else would have been hurt by it. Isabella, Huge win to ward off the best's advances. However, the best still poised and ready to take this whole thing with 3 wins. They've got to do it again. Isabella or someone else has to grab another victory so that the best doesn't close it out here. Did I trick you into voting for the best? He's still in the lead. Make sure you go vote in that YouTube poll. We've got several people voting for, well, everybody under the sun, but the best certainly has the most.
Yeah, and we'll have to see as well. Everyone has a lot of skips potentially here. I think skips still for the best and Isabella. A reverse, but, well, it doesn't matter because you're going to have to play your 4, your Isabella. And, well, that means Scarlet. Unfortunately, is going to be getting the short end of the stick here as the +4s ring their way around the Rosy Gojj and land in Scarlet's lap.
It's always a game of almost like chicken, you know? It's like who plays their +4 first, and if everyone has one, that's what you're kind of thinking about, right? Like you're thinking, if everyone has one, I'm drawing like 16 cards. Which is exactly what happened to Scarlet. Scarlet now in really big trouble, especially as the only player without a win.
Yeah, but hey, at least a discard all there. I think has a yellow and maybe even a red as well. So depending on how things go, might be able to jump right back into it.
Draw 4.
It does have a +2 to play. Okay, so Scarlet, some potential here to make something happen.
Okay. The best in position, 2 cards away from a victory in the semifinals. As it stays green, the skip's going to come back. It's going to be a skip war, though. The best is going to have to draw. Also going to have another yellow. Let's see what they... Oh, my goodness. A wild put it back to Uno.
Of course. Oh, and we've seen the best do this before. Sends it to blue. Does not want them to know necessarily that red is their final color.
Here we go. The bluff comes through, and as they change it to green, everyone's still going to think that the best has a blue, which technically now they do. So the bluff somewhat paying off, or maybe coming back to bite you, depending. Scarlet right back into it because of the discard all.
Yeah, but look, that +2 top deck, huge for the best to keep them in striking distance. And now Scarlet going to have to draw, but the best color not working in their favor.
Here we go.
And Isabella hoping to tie up the wins with the best here in just a moment.
All right, here you go. So you can see Isabella's obviously on 9 points because all they have is a 9 left. The best, though, is going to go to skip here and take the lead. A skip comes through. Isabella can't play. She was going to win. If it was any other red, the best needs something crazy here. We need a skip of a different... We need wild. We need something. But no, Isabella's going to take it because no one can do anything. Isabella ties the best at the top with 2 wins.
Yeah, and you could see there for a moment the best just trying to waste time, but it doesn't really matter. Isabella, patient. Even if you only had 30 seconds, Gojj, Isabella's hanging out. Says it's got to get to me at some point. It does. You slap that red card down, and now you're tied with the best. 1 win away from the finals.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like, if everyone burns their action cards early, at the end, it's just can you play or can't you play? And there's 30 seconds left, so people are just throwing down cards as fast as they can. There's a close one, but now it's still technically anyone's game. Now, we got to remember the classic thing you and I have been talking about this month, which is, hey, if it's the best or Isabella, they're both moving on.
Right.
So you don't have to worry too much about it, you know, either of you, because you're both moving on. You both have 2, so one of you is going to go to 3, the other one will have the second highest wins, and you'll move on. The best is going to make Scarlet draw.
Reverse.
Even if they were trying to set up Isabella, the best is in the best position to win, especially because we're already at Uno.
No kidding, but now something that didn't happen last round was the best getting color they needed to close it out. So, well, a successful challenge on top of it. Nice job out of Scarlet, and well, the best only gonna have a couple cards going their way. Back to square one, at least for now.
Yeah, and again, if you challenge your opponent, that means they played a +4 wild when they could have played the color that was shown. It means you challenge them, they draw instead, and then you can play a card. Now, Isabella, not in a great spot. Mikasa at the best spot by far. A 0 in the final card.
Reverse.
But now the best is right back to Uno, and the flow of play reverses. Wait a minute.
Skip.
We're going to skip wins. The best is going to take it. Yet again, a skip win. Back-to-back skips. Another player had a shot, and the best said, thank you very much. You fell into my trap. The best is moving on to the finals. The best, truly the best, having not lost a single match overall in the group stages. Technically losing a couple rounds, though.
Coach, that was 3 wins for the best, where another player just plays perfectly into their final hand. An immaculate play from the best, and Isabella, but there you go. We see one of those massive discard alls,
Uno.
but didn't work out quite the way Isabella hoped as Mikasa took round 1.
Yeah, let's take a look back at some of these other plays of where the best really starts stepping up. We thought somebody else was going to grab the victory because the best didn't start off quick and then grabbed a quick second game win. And as we go to the third, yes, there was a ton of discard alls, but it just came down to this same concept. A +2 allows the best to play the +2. It's just the perfect card at the perfect time. The exact opposite of what we saw in some of the other group stages. There it is again. Discard all into the discard all. Game over. The best is leading the charge here. Katie, this is a wild semifinals.
Yeah, and the best playing so well here, I think, exceptionally well. Isabella doing what they could to make sure that they stayed in it. And there you go. Again, those perfect cards being played for the best to close it out. And it will be the best and Isabella moving on to our finals.
Huge win for Isabella, of course, to also be moving on. Those 2 wins quickly before the best could close it out. So you're right. The best, Isabella, moving on to the finals. They're assuredly going to be walking away with something. The question is how much. There's $5,000 on the line, a ton of diamonds, and I don't even know if I've mentioned it more than maybe once. By the way, top 2 from today are moving on to the grand finals of the entire Community Cup in November. So stay tuned for that. The prize pool is going to be higher. They're going to be fighting to be the top 2 players because they're going to be moving on to the grand finals at the end of the year. We talked about that earlier, but we're not done yet with today. Katie, semifinals B. I mean, who you got in this group? We saw some crazy plays from all 4. I might be looking at Lou Pro.
I was honestly thinking the same thing. Lou had something special going on in the earlier matchups, but also I feel like JM, I think, is going to show us something because JM was in the group with the best when the best won all 3 in a row, and JM, based on lowest score in the tiebreaker, was able to get there as well. But I think this is going to be the moment where JM shines. We get to see exactly what they've got.
Here's the thing. We love hanging out with you in the chat. We've had some crazy action. I've seen everybody's chats. They've been guessing on who they think's going to win. We've had predictions in the YouTube chat. We're going to run another one for the semifinals. But just for being here, there's another giveaway coming soon, all right? So pay attention at the end of the semifinals, right before the grand finals. I'm going to be dropping another giveaway code for you. We might have one more after that. So stay tuned. A lot of coins, diamonds, and shields coming your way. Don't go anywhere. Katie, I'm ready for this semifinals, and I think for everybody at home, if you didn't catch on yet, make sure you've downloaded Uno Mobile, because the only way to redeem these codes for all of these free rewards that Uno loves to give out, you gotta have the game downloaded. Here we go. Speaking of the game, let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
Skip.
And we'll see right off the bat, JM says, no thanks, Alexis. You don't get to play. I'm skipping immediately. Sending it right on over to
Yellow.
Lou. Takes their time. Swings it to yellow. But a decent 2 wilds
Green.
out. But Bryn, not afraid, Gojj, to play theirs early.
Draw 4.
Right, here we go. And that's the thing. Some of these players play super aggressively, play their wilds in the first 30 seconds, and then most other people like to hang on to them. But Bryn's saying, I'm not worried about it. Cards are going to go my way, and so far, so good. Down to 2.
Look at that, too. And you're hoping here
Blue.
Wow.
that it goes to a color you need. And that's exactly what happens. Bryn, hoping to be able to play
Draw
that
4.
8 and should be able to in just a moment. We'll be on Uno here
Uno.
and a chance to take
Skip.
it all in just at least the first minute or so.
Not yet,
Reverse.
says Lou. Reverse, reverse, reverse. We've got a 6.
Uno.
A crazy draw from Bryn, though.
Red.
Back to Uno, and just says, I've got red. Throw
Draw
him down.
4.
And I think that might be a
Yeah.
hair too enticing for Lou to give up. I don't know if Lou's not going to play this discard all, or if there's anything else you can even
You have
do.
to. I mean, you have to.
Bam. Lou's feeling good,
Wow.
but not today, says Bryn. The aggressive strategy paid off. Bryn takes the first win of semifinals B.
No kidding. That looked great out of Bryn. And everyone else, I think you're right. Gojj, you said it best. That discard all of those 4 or 5 red cards. How can you say no to that? It's a
Yeah, I know.
trap, but it is a very enticing one.
Well, technically didn't know that they had the discard all. It was perfectly set up, and that's why sometimes you don't want to bluff. If people have burned a good amount of action cards, a good amount of wild cards, they likely can't change it. Just play the color you need and hope it gets back around to you. It worked perfectly for Bryn.
And that's exactly what happened. And not a bad series of cards now, but oh wow, look at those discard alls for Lou as well. It swings back to green. Lou on Uno, just like that.
That is a huge start for Lou.
Oh no.
+2 goes out. We're going to see a massive stack. This is the exact same thing that happened to Isabella earlier. They started off feeling fantastic, and then all of a sudden, back to square one.
That is unfortunate. Lou in such a good spot, and all of that hard work taken away as Bryn now using one of those wilds, changes it to green, trying to get 2 wins back.
Yellow.
All right. Yellow could throw down some discard alls. Lou can change it to a couple different color choices here. Likes to get rid of the rest of their reds. If we know anything about Bryn, they're not scared to use that wild early, so down it goes.
The challenge failing as well, so that's going to be, unfortunately for JM, at +6 instead of the +4. And now Lou, again, I would think, gonna go ahead and play that discard all. Great for Bryn, again in striking distance now of that second win.
All right, here we go. Lou stuck on blues, but has some wilds to play with.
Blue.
Gonna burn the +4 early. Really wants to make sure Bryn draws, and the challenge wouldn't have been successful. I don't mind this play from Lou at all. You'd like to save those +4s, but all of a sudden, now we've got Lou making Bryn draw a ton, and Alexis just needs it to go red.
I know, that's literally all you need, but Lou says we're going to stick on blue for right now. We'll see what happens.
Wow,
now Alexis,
anything. That is brutal.
Bryn is getting shut down by Lou right now so effectively.
Again.
The Uno is in. Oh my gosh.
Here we go. 3 goes out. Alexis can't change it. No, gets it at the last second, but that's exactly what Lou wanted. Had the 3 to throw down and grab a victory.
Gojj, of everything, a 3.
Yep, I mean, that's the only way that Alexis could have played, considering their colors. I mean, even if you change, you throw down a different blue card, obviously Lou's still winning. They needed like a +4 wild or just a wild in general to change the color. Otherwise, Lou's winning that, and that's exactly what happened. Congratulations to Lou. Lou and Bryn at the top, both with a win.
Yeah, wow, we'll have to see if everyone else can get a win on the board. And what we're going to see right now as we jump back into the game, and it's Alexis with 2 +4s.
Yellow.
There we go. +4 early yet again. These players are relentless with the draws. Another red +4 means +12 for JM. Now, you called out JM. We haven't seen much from JM.
I know,
An opportunity. We're going to need some JM to step it up here to prove Katie right. I'm not saying I always win predictions, but, well, might be saying it.
You might be indeed, but it's Alexis who's looking immaculate now. Everyone else, Gojj, burned all their wilds, really. And Alexis still with those +2. And everyone happy, seemingly, well, until Bryn to stay on blue.
A free and clear victory here, unless something catastrophic happens. I don't even think anyone can even change it off of blue going forward.
I don't know.
Let's get a crazy draw here from Bryn. And no, doesn't get it. A nice reverse, though, to keep the ball moving. We got a little reverse battle going, but still, Alexis does hold on to the wild, which I like. Wants to save it if they can. We're able to stave off Alexis' advantages early. Wow. Lou's going to get involved as well, down to 3 cards, but still the advantage on the side of Alexis.
Skip.
Oh, that's great, though, because you send it right to Alexis, and now it's just the +4. It doesn't really matter as long as it's not a skip, and it's not Gojj. Alexis on the board alongside. Wow.
That's a huge win. That's a huge win for Alexis. There was a moment there when you had 2 +4 wilds and a blue skip where he was like, okay, I'm gonna be fine. Like, I'm winning this. And then the reverse battle went off. The cards were changed. And it was like, do I want to go down to Uno with the wild? Or Uno with a skip? Probably not. I'm gonna draw. Worked out exactly how Alexis wanted it to work out. Congratulations. Now we've got 3 players on 1 win each. Here we go. This semifinals is getting dicey.
Well, see, JM, can you get something going? Can you get it to a win apiece? We'll have to see. Not a bad setup necessarily. Has skips, discard alls to work with. But I think really whoever can get to that two first, goes those 2 wins, is putting themselves in an excellent position to be able to move on.
That's exactly right. Reverse into reverse yet again, and another reverse. Let's just have a 3rd, 4th, 5th. Draw some more reverses. Let's go. How about we skip some people as well? I love burning action cards early. It makes things fun and dicey. And Bryn already on 3, burning the +4 again.
Well, look, if it's yellow and yellow, discard all from JM will put them close, but I was going to say, if it stayed yellow, a really good position to be in. Bryn could have been at Uno. I know. Alexis, we're not going to tire. There's a lot of cards.
A lot of cards, a couple discard alls, especially if it stays yellow, would be helpful for Alexis, but it's also helpful for almost everybody else. Now, Bryn not kind of knocking on the win door here yet, just given the cards at play, but the discard all too enticing means JM can follow. Katie, you might be on to something. JM might tie it up here unless a +4 or a +2 is played.
There we go.
And the discard all, Alexis doesn't even know. It's too enticing.
Wow.
I'm telling you, every time you can play it and throw down 7 cards, you just want to do it. JM wins with a normal, wild. Every single player has a win. This is reminiscent of group, I believe it was A.
Yeah. JM on the board here. First time so far, considering, well, Group C went lightning fast, thanks to the best. But yeah, Gojj, who do you think is striking first to get to second? I mean, the scores, as I look at them, are all pretty similar, too.
That's right. I think it's Lou, especially looking at these cards. Alexis also looking really strong as well. This is about to be a massive draw for Bryn. Now, I know there's a YouTube poll going again. Make sure you vote on who you think's going to win in this semifinals. If you're hanging out in other streams, fantastic. If you want to vote on the YouTube stream, come over here, hang out, click that vote button on who you think's going to win. I'm voting Lou, but it's still anyone's game to win.
Skip.
Yeah, anyone's game indeed. As we swing over to Bryn, the skip battle is here. Do we get another skip? Yes, we do. It'll keep on going into a big discard all, but that also puts JM pretty close. But Alexis, that's still a lot of +4s.
Bryn could almost have followed with the big discard all, but instead, playing normal cards. And there goes 1 +4. Bryn's gonna bite this one with a +8.
Blue.
The question is what color, and as we go blue, might pull Alexis to Uno, or she might do what she did last time, which is just draw another card and hold on to it.
Oh,
No, this time, we're playing it. We're going to yellow. We want to win. Somebody's got to do something about it, and right now, Katie, I don't think anyone can. I think Alexis is going to take the lead.
Well, and unless the wild change comes in huge, actually, from Bryn, you draw. Does JM... Surely you don't change it. You can't change it.
No.
You can't change it to yellow.
JM trying to call the bluff. Bryn says, what are you doing? Here's 7 eggs. Alexis takes the lead. Whoa, that was wild. And Bryn was not happy about it. You saw all those eggs coming in at the end because they knew you can't risk the bluff. Trying to call the bluff, saying, I don't actually think you have a yellow, changing it back to yellow because that's what you need. But you still had 4 cards to play. You weren't knocking on the win's door. Man, that's a tough one to watch.
Yeah, I can respect calling the bluff and making the risky play, but it did not work out. Unless, of course, you're Alexis with 2 wins now and hoping to close things out. Spattering of +4s here on the board, Gojj, but nothing too crazy just yet.
I will say, before we get too deep into this one, I was looking back at our YouTube vote. 49% of our voters think Alexis is going to win.
Oh, wow.
Actually, a fairly large majority, between 4. So let's take a look at it. Lou's on 3. Alexis is on 4. Alexis has a small advantage with that +4 wild. Let's see what happens as it goes red. Early +4. No. Gonna hold on to it. Lou burn the early wild.
Yellow.
Gonna go yellow.
I think it's so enticing if you're only going to have 2 cards left to just get rid of it. And there we go. It will go blue and not going to help Lou, but a discard all for Bryn and a discard all for JM. Doesn't play the wild. Alexis holding on to that as long as possible.
Now, Alexis in the best position because Alexis knows every other person doesn't have a certain color.
Yeah.
We watched 3 discard all goes out, so you know Lou doesn't have a green, you know JM doesn't have a red, and you know Bryn doesn't, I believe, have a blue was the color that they played, or maybe it's green, but regardless, you know they don't have certain colors, so you can play with that. And a nice +4 stack means Lou is nowhere to be seen in terms of trying to grab a win this one around. Alexis in a perfect spot.
Yeah, a really good spot to try and close this out on that third win. Yeah, and this would be for the finals, but unfortunately those colors not working. You're gonna have to draw again, and well, at least you can get rid of the 5 at that point.
Another reverse. They know Alexis doesn't have any more yellows because they have to draw. Everyone getting intel. The question is, what are you going to do with it? Information is king, and Alexis continues having to draw. Look at the numbers right now. JM technically in first by a small margin. Now maybe not so much. Now to 48.
Wow, but that's a huge discard all for Alexis right back
20.
into it in first place. And
the discard all for the win.
Alexis!
The discard all for the win again.
Wow.
Insane circumstances. Discard alls 2. Just beneficial to win at the end. You've got to hold on to them because of those moments at this last second. People trying to get rid of cards. You throw down and then all of a sudden, boom, don't even have to say Uno. Alexis takes semifinals B, moving on to the grand finale against the best. A couple of our other players. The big question, Katie, we got to look back. Who else is moving on? That was a huge victory.
Yeah, that was massive. But let's look at how we got there, Gojj. Because, well, it started out with some early wins here and a big discard all right into Bryn with the 5 to close it out in round 1.
Draw cards.
Yeah, a couple big draws across the board, but it was the story of the discard alls and the story of some lucky draws as per the usual. You don't know what your opponents have. Only us here in the booth, the master class of watching Uno. You get to see all the different strategies, and you can see all the cards. The players having to guess or having to strategize. Sometimes it pays off, and sometimes give your opponents the win. You can see what happens when you hold on to wilds. You can also see what happens when you just play the wrong card.
Yeah, and so many times, it feels like discard alls, Gojj, have been very important here, but also people getting lucky and someone else just playing exactly into their hand.
Just like that. Look at that. Discard all at the end to close it out and grab your third victory. Wow, what an incredible way to finish. And look at that tiebreaker. 1473. JM with a massive victory does push JM forward. Again, they won in amazing fashion. A lot of people had a lot of cards, which means JM scored 230 with that victory, which scores higher than the rest, meaning they are moving on.
Wow.
Down to the final 4. Kate.
JM got it done, Gojj. Look, you don't have to be flashy. You don't have to be fancy. JM's in the grand finals, and slow and steady wins the race. I'm liking what I'm seeing.
Slow and steady indeed wins the race. The final 4, it's here. We've got $5,000 on the line and 2 spots to the grand finale in November. And of course, a lot of diamonds about to go around into this prize pool. This is going to be entertaining. We've got some of Uno Mobile's best. And speaking of Uno Mobile, I've told you about them all day today. Go follow Uno Mobile on all their major socials. You can type in the chat right now and a command !socials to pull up all those links. We're on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Twitch now with our esports account. We've got here on YouTube where we're hanging out. We've got polls going the entire time. And of course, that amazing Discord where the community loves to thrive and loves to compete. Go check out that Discord. Go check out those socials. And of course, to get involved in the Uno Mobile community, you gotta play Uno Mobile. Go download Uno Mobile for free right now in the iOS or Android Google Play stores. It's free. Get involved. You can get some in-game rewards, and you can even win real cash prizes when you're competing in events like this, because the qualifiers happen in-app. I've told you once, and I'll tell you again. Trust me. Go download Uno Mobile. What a day thus far, Katie. I'm excited to finish this thing out.
So am I. These matches have been great. We've had ones that have gone the distance, Gojj. We've had ones that have been lightning fast. But all I know is that I have been having a great time. And, well, I hope everyone in chat is having an amazing time, too.
I totally agree. Well, Folks at home, chat, you've been having an amazing time. I certainly can assume. So speaking of an amazing time, let's give you some giveaways because you're just here. I love doing this. We continue to ramp them up as we go. Here's your next gift code. It is Surf is up 721. Click that cogwheel where your account is. Go down to redeem. Type in the gift code. Surf is up 721. You get 600 coins, by the way, for doing that. 10 diamonds and a 4 times shield. All right, you're gonna be able to use those in game. Go get these free rewards. Excited to continue to give away things for you, and we've got another one coming up pretty soon, so I'm gonna give you one more second to type this in. Surf is up 721 for a lot of rewards. All right, Katie, we've got the giveaway. We gave him a second to type it in. Now here we go, getting into the grand finale. Let's take a look at that pricing I've been talking about because this is pretty important. We got a lot of rewards coming our winners' way. Let's take a look at that graphic. Here we are, $3,000 cash for first place, 10,000 diamonds, and then you go down from there, $1,000 for second, 5,000 diamonds, and then 500 if you get third or fourth, which is still a great win, by the way. 3,000 diamonds and 2,000 diamonds, respectively. And then, of course, you get those in-game badges that you can wear and, you know, really bump up your ego some.
Yeah, that is huge. I mean, the $3,000 is massive, but you said it right. The 10,000 diamonds for first, the invitation to the event down the road, the diamonds, and the banner looks so nice too. I feel like you get on the game, Gojj, you gotta be feeling good. And you know what? Look, if I see someone with that banner in my game, I'm out.
That's what I'm saying. It's a little bit of like an ego boost. You can kind of show off to some of your friends in game. So a lot of rewards that you can earn in this final round. And again, if you're asking, how do I get involved in this? That's a lot of money. You got to play in-game, all right? Those qualifiers happen at the beginning of each of the months. We talked about that roadmap. I'll show it to you again later in the show at the end. But we have these competitions the last several months. We had this kind of mid-season break last month with this cool Duos Invitational. We had this awesome cash prize. But every single one of these months, we're giving away $5,000 to the winners and those spots to the grand finale. We're in the second half of the first year of Uno Mobile Esports, and the top 2 from today are going to join the rest of the winners from the other 4 monthly qualifiers, monthly finals rather, in November for an awesome grand finale. And guess what? I told you we've had some more giveaways. Don't worry, there's one more giveaway coming soon, shortly. Stay tuned to right after the finals. I'm going to reward you for hanging out all the way through the show.
Oh, you know what? I think what I'm most excited about here. Look, I'm gonna call it something crazy, and you can tell me I'm crazy. But
okay.
I think JM is gonna run away with it here in the finals.
Wow!
I'm just saying it. I'm saying it right now. I think it's gonna get weird. I think it's gonna get wild. The claws and paws are gonna be out.
Bold prediction, but the finals has started, folks. We're gonna have another prediction for you in the YouTube chat shortly. You've got to join us in the predictions. I can't vote against the best. It's just not in my nature to vote against the best who's proving that their namesake is correct. I respect that, Katie, but as we take a look at the cards, the best is in the best position.
That is very, very true. And well, I might eat my words, but you know what? I'm gonna hold to it. Because Alexis now in a great spot as well. The discard all, and well, unless something happens here, Gojj, I'm gonna start making my plate.
Nothing you can do. The best goes up quickly. 1 up, 1 down. I'm winning the prediction war. Who else is gonna be with me? I'm voting for the best. They are dominating. That was one of the fastest games we've seen today. First game of the grand finale. Are you kidding me?
Look, all I'm saying is that I said I might eat my words. That appetizer was delicious. I don't want to get to the main course.
Sure.
So JM, I'm gonna need you to get it done here.
All right. We gotta get this thing going because the best is starting to run away with it. Let's see if they can go back to back. Now Alexis looking really strong. 2+4 wilds. JM, I'm gonna be honest, Katie, not looking very strong at all. We've got a lot of cards.
Why are you doing it to JM
color.
like that? I need you to have some faith.
If we get it off yellow or blue, JM's gonna be in trouble.
I believe it. I'm not worried about a thing. I'm slightly worried. But it's totally fine, okay?
It goes blue. This is the perfect circumstance for the best again. JM eats the cards. The best goes down to 2.
No.
And one of those is a +4 wild.
I'm getting my plate.
This is ridiculous.
Chicken's coming out of the oven. We put the green beans on there, some mashed potatoes. Oh,
Here we
no.
go. Plus 10 going to Isabella. Not going for a bluff, just going red. Alexis right there as well, though. Will likely go to Uno and does have a 0. And we go to blue, which does allow for JM to skip. If they... Oh, no, it's going to have to draw. Top deck from the best. What will it be? Gotta get it off blue. Unreal luck. This is nuts.
That is huge. You're able to keep it on that red. Isabella, changes it to green. Okay, Alexis can't do it. Why? JM.
Alexis gets it too.
What the heck? It goes back to blue.
Wait, this could be a little skip war back and forth, and it's gonna go back to green here. This is huge. No one can win. They're both just sitting on Uno, and now the best has to draw. As long as Isabella just plays greens, Alexis gonna have to draw again.
Oh, wow, but you get the top deck discard. All Alexis is hanging on tooth and nail.
That's kind of best case scenario. The best just gave Isabella more cards so that Isabella could do something about Alexis. Alexis has 3.
Uno.
And now the best in Uno with a 1 with 1 minute on the clock. That is a massive spot to be in.
Here we go. Here come the scores. Alexis on 26, but quickly going to go down to about 6. The best having to draw goes to 6 as well.
Uno.
Oh, no. It goes to yellow. We're on green. All of a sudden, JM's on 1 card.
Let's go.
This is so close. Greens across the board. Nobody has a lot of them. It goes to blue. Alexis here has to draw, and JM gets a victory out of nowhere.
Go.
That was the best or Alexis's game to win, but crazy circumstances. Some nice skips across the board. I said JM had little to no chance. I apologize. JM proving me wrong, saying, no, I am here to play. I am not going down without a fight.
Look, I've made my plate for the main course, but I'm putting it back in the oven because it's actually not ready just yet, Gojj. We got to let that cook a little bit longer because JM is here to play.
We're quickly losing your analogy. Now you're just getting hungry. And
I'm hungry.
You're getting me hungry. All right. Here we go. The prediction war between Katie and I. Who will win it? And probably more importantly, who's going to win it in game? Earn their spots to the grand finale in November. Cold hard cash. Here we go.
So much on the line. A couple +4s to work with. Could potentially hit JM really hard, though. If that's how they end up getting played, if there's not a reverse somewhere that JM can utilize.
That's not a lot going on for them currently, so it's going to have to draw. Isabella looking strong. The first +4 has been played.
+8.
That's right. And now Alexis is likely going to take a +4 from Isabella here shortly.
Red.
Best says, let's just get it to red. That's what I want. Let's move on with our lives, and Isabella's thankful for that. Down to 2 cards.
Yeah, and
at a win.
If you're JM, you wished it had stayed red for the discard all, but swings it to green. Isabella, nice draw. No kidding. A discard all comes in.
Oof, that's risky if the best had a discard all. That discard all draw is crazy. Off the top deck goes Uno. Isabella has to play and has to play now. Also at Uno, but look at the flow of play. If it stays blue,
JM can reverse it back into Isabella.
The reverse keeps the win away from the best, and Isabella's going to take it in the final second. JM with the reverse.
Wow.
Look, if I can't win, it's not going to be the best winning. We now have 3 players with a win apiece.
That is what I want to see out of the finals here, Gojj. I want it to be crazy. I want everyone to have wins on the board. I want this to be a fight to the very end. So great plays there out of them. Next question, Alexis. They were close before, but can they get it done now?
All right, the YouTube voting poll is live. Vote for who you think's going to win. We've got 3 players on a win, but could Alexis come from behind and drop 3 in a row and take this whole thing? Certainly possible, especially when you get in a skip war. Or no, the best is going down to 3 cards. Playing early, getting aggressive.
Swings it back to blue. Will JM use a wild? And that is exactly what happens. Does go to red, so the best... Oh, what? That is great position to be in. You don't even have to worry about it just yet.
It is Isabella, too, because also down to 2 with the discard all, so regardless of which one's played, Best will go to 2 here. Feeling good. Unfortunately, Isabella primed to take a second victory back
And the skip
to
comes
back.
in.
It doesn't matter what happens from the best because a +4 being played feels good until it gets stacked for 8, which is not only a massive win for Isabella because it's her second, but it's also a huge point victory.
Yeah.
Shout out to Lily Pichu winning that All-Stars there. We saw that emote there at the last second. I love the fact we've included emotes. Isabella's loving the fact that she's now in first place.
My favorite thing about those emotes, Gojj, is when someone styles just before they put the final card down. So everyone has a fraction of a second to realize a fatal error was made, and then they let it go. Congratulations, Isabella, a great win, but it's not over yet in the finals in July.
I gotta say, it's not over yet. Isabella is again looking really strong, though. And I'm looking at YouTube. YouTube poll is voting with me. Poll is voting with me. 59% of our voters think the best is going to win with me. And Isabella's about to eat, what is that? 18 cards?
18 cards. Yeah. No wilds will be left available for play until a top deck draw. And the best says, I'm so sorry, Isabella, but you've already... Oh, the crying emoji. They knew. They knew. They sensed it, Gojj.
That's tough. But plenty of discard alls in that mix. Will they get a red one? No. But green and yellow, so they'll be right back into it. Problem is, will somebody go down first? Not hardly any action cards across the board. A discard all and maybe a reverse or 2, but...
Yeah.
No wilds across the other 3, so this might go
green
on.
Or red.
Yeah, this might go on for a little while. As it goes to green, Isabella's right back into it.
Yeah, and a reverse comes back. We'll reverse on top of that.
Reverse war, come on.
Reverse.
But that's great. Another reverse and a potential skip onto the best. But no, a +2 hands them a few more cards to work with.
Skip.
All right. Best, the
No one's letting the best play this round. No.
They know what happens when you let the best start getting a runway. A discard all here, probably from the best. It's too enticing. Gives JM a win out of nowhere. This is exactly what was going forward for the best last time. Now it's coming back and helping their opponents. JM grabs another victory. Katie, it is anyone's ball game, but it's Isabella and JM at the top.
I'm just saying, Gojj. I had faith in JM.
All I'm saying is YouTube's still voting with me, and we might all be wrong, folks at home. You and I both. The best looking so strong, just things not going their way. Anyone's ball game. Isabella and JM at the top. Isabella technically at the very top via points.
Yeah, via points, we know how things can change. JM, unfortunately, yes, you have the wild, but you don't have discard alls or anything else to really work with for green and blue right now, so it's going to be a bit slow going. But at least you can go ahead and get rid of all your greens. But now, you're going to have to be lucky. And yeah, Alexis needs to get on the board here too.
This is a huge yellow, but the best is going to respond in kind if the blue isn't played. That's a massive +4. Going to force the +4 out of the best hand. Green. I hate to burn those this early, but you don't need to draw 4. Instead, make your main competition, Isabella, draw 8.
Well, and now Alexis, wow, an amazing top deck skip to save the +4. That's huge. But the reverse comes in, and, well, JM can't do too much with that. What? Alexis, these tops are
discard all. Discard all. The best is on Uno.
Wow, the best. This is the play you need to get right back into things. Alexis on Uno as well.
Alexis on Uno with a +4. Green comes through. Can anyone do anything? Alexis might make it onto the board. We might be playing. We will. Alexis grabs the win. Everyone has one now, and it's anyone's game. There's 2 players with 2 wins, 2 players with 1 win. This is looking a lot like our last semifinals. This is Uno Mobile Esports, and it is very close.
I love this. Everyone is on the board. Everyone has that confidence from a win. They all know that they can get it done, Gojj, but we still do have 2 people who are on match point. So if you're the best, if you're Alexis, you can't relax just yet. You gotta extend it one more round.
Here we go. Isabella has 2 +4 wilds. Best has just basic wilds, but if players just throw cards down, I have to make a move quickly. Now, everyone has a +4 besides the best, so if somebody starts the train now, the best is going to eat 12 cards.
Reverse.
It goes to green. Best continues to dwindle and dwindle and dwindle. It's got to start soon, and it's got to start now. +4 into a +4 into a +4.
Yellow
means the best is not anywhere close to going out of cards.
And this is where it happens. It'll swing over to Isabella, who still has a wild. That's so huge, Gojj, for that potential to close it out.
Isabella or JM winning here means the games are done. We'll be done with the tournament. Where do you go from here?
Here we go.
Isabella burns it down to Uno. What is her last card? Well, it's a yellow 1. No one else knows it, though. As it goes to yellow, somebody's got to change it off. +2. That is huge. The best can stack
massive.
+4. It's now anyone's game again. Not to hold our breaths as much.
Reverse, Alexis will have to draw, gets a 4, will swing back to Isabella to keep things alive, and the best choosing not to discard all on the reds.
Yeah, I think they're a bit worried that somebody could finish it off here. Has to go red. It helps JM. Isabella's likely going to change the color, though.
Yellow.
What? Yellow?
Let's go yellow. Just throwing it out there. Where do we go from here? The best is going to risk it. And nothing happens. Yellow. Isabella now on Uno. Somebody's got to make a change, and the best can't do it. It's going to have to stick to yellow. Anyone changing it?
Massive.
Barely.
Wow.
Last second. Changes it to blue. The best now on best door here.
Discard all for the best.
Potential chance to win. A nice draw. Look at the numbers. JM now on 11. Make it 3. This is a nail biter. And the best still on 1 card away. If it can go to red, the best wins it. Or a discard all. The best having to draw again.
What do you get?
Oh my goodness. Stays on yellow. Wait, the discard all. The best is going to throw down a discard all to follow. It's too enticing. The best wins with 6 cards in their hands. We have 3 players on 2 wins, and we are in the grand finale still.
That was stressful. That final minute of gameplay, just so back and forth between everyone. It felt like everyone at one point or another, Gojj, in that round, had a chance to close it out. That's crazy.
I love the fact that the best won that play with a massive discard all, because the draws they were making, they had a chance to play a red 2 and just change it to red, but they didn't want to risk it, so they drew instead and stuck with the reds, gave them the victory. Okay, 3 players on 2 wins. This likely will be the last game, and JM has 3 normal wilds. However, all it takes is 1 +4 wild to be played, and JM's going to be drawing 12.
Yeah, it could be in a very, very tough position here. Swings it over to red. So can you basically close this out before?
Oh, this is about to be... Okay, it's actually just going to go to 6 for JM, because they all have +2s. Sure. Now, they still all have +4s. That's honestly worst case scenario for the best, because Isabella has +4. She elects to play it early, which will draw out everyone's +4 back on Isabella. Because of JM's draw. Whoa, that just turned... Those tables were turned very quickly.
And I think this is so crucial here as well, because if you look at it, JM and the best, their actual total score tiebreaker is 1 point. Gojj, it is one singular point between the 2 of them. So all of these players in the finals fighting to stay in this thing. And well, Isabella certainly got the most cards to work with for the time being.
Red.
Was blue. JM says, no, we need to go to red. The best likely doesn't have it, and they're correct. Having to draw, gets another discard all.
Big.
It goes to blue. The best can go down quickly.
Red.
Stick to red. Oh, we're just burning another wild red. I don't mind the strat. JM may be playing some mind games here, saying, hey, I don't actually have any reds. There's the reverse. Gonna show that they do. +2. Isabella can't do anything about it. That's gonna have to draw again. Let's get a red.
And again, the fact that the few draws the best had were all blues, that discard all could be absolutely massive. But the green change at the last second.
It's got to change off green. We're going to have a skip battle here. Back to Alexis. Having to draw. Goes to red, which no one has a red. A skip again. JM's on Uno. This is it. If anyone wins besides Alexis, it is over. What do you do? Yellow or blue? It was blue.
JM should have played. JM could have won there if he played the +2.
Here we go.
Yeah.
This card all goes down. Gonna go to Uno. 1 card remaining, and it's a 1.
It goes to
what do you
Alexis.
do? No! It goes to Alexis! Another discard all into a discard all. Folks at home, we have gone the distance. Every single player in the grand finale has 2 wins. We have 1 game left, and whoever wins this game wins the tourney.
Did you see there what JM had a chance to win? He had a chance to win if he played. So if he had played the +2 instead of the regular 2, he could have closed that out. Because it ended up being a 2 after the fact.
You're
that
right.
came around in a different color, but he played.
Wouldn't have known it, but you're right.
Wow.
That's crazy. Because
we're here for the final round. Everyone with 2 wins.
All right, this is crucial because everyone has 2 wins, so whoever wins this wins. But look who's at the bottom of the leaderboard.
Yeah.
The best is in last via tiebreaker. If the best wants to go to the grand finale in November, the best has to win. Same with JM. They're both lower on points. If they want a lion's share of the prize pool, you gotta win. Alexis also would like to win here. Isabella is going to the grand finale no matter what, even if she gets 2nd overall.
Red.
Yeah, that's gotta be. I mean, maybe you don't know totals, but if you do, that's gotta be a good feeling as it swings back over to blue. Isabella.
Gotta hold on to it. I was gonna say Isabella could just seal her fate anyways and say it doesn't matter if I'm getting 2nd no matter what. I want to win it all. I want $3,000 for getting 1st place. Green is helpful for everybody besides Alexis.
And green, there you go, keeps it there. Isabella, 1 away from being able to close it out. A skip is in.
You start it now.
There you go.
You do. Huge play.
That is brutal for JM, but excellent for Isabella and the best if it can stay on green. But if it does, Isabella will be able to close it out first.
That's right. Here's the thing. It's going to go
Yellow.
to Alexis
Draw
without a yellow. No one has a yellow. The best changing it to yellow, huge play, and they may not have known it. Maybe they did that on purpose to make sure Isabella would win. Because of the flow of play, they would have lost if it stayed green. The best needs a big draw here to stay in the lead.
Uno.
Wow, look,
Pretty good one.
huge. No kidding. And with a minute left, Gojj, and a 1 in terms of score, that's a great spot to be in.
3 players poised to potentially win this. Gotta win overall for a chance at the grand finale. Clock is running thin. The best technically in first because of points. 2 action cards, and now only a 1 in hand. Discard all for green. Alexis can't play. It can't play at all. Isabella takes it with the reverse. It doesn't matter. Isabella wins overall. Isabella gets 3 wins, the highest score in everything. $3,000 richer and a ton of diamonds. And Isabella, we will see you in November. Congratulations on a massive victory.
Wow, Isabella gets it done. Congratulations, our July Uno Mobile Community Cup champion. And what an exciting final that was, Gojj. Everyone on the board, and it all came down to that final moment. But Isabella, the one on top.
Well, what's crazy about that was because of the tiebreaker with everyone on 2 wins, even if Isabella doesn't win that, she's still going to the November grand finale because she's getting 2nd because of a tiebreaker. But Isabella said, I don't want $1,000. I want $3,000. Please and thank you. And gets it in the final moments. What a way to finish the July final. That's got to be one of my favorite tournaments of all time. Let's take a look back on how it all happened. 2 wins apiece. Everyone got their just taste of victory, but couldn't quite eat the entire cake, except for Isabella.
Yeah, and truly a great job out of all of these players. Just some moments that didn't work out the way they needed them to, but a lot of huge, like you're seeing it there, discard all plays that allowed them to close those games out.
Unbelievable finish. Discard alls galore. A lot of reverses that really dictated the way the game's finished up. I mean, those reverse cards can be so dynamic late game if you think about, hey, what if I wouldn't have played it at that time and reverse the style of play, the flow of play, and that +4 would have come to me instead. Like, so many what ifs. But at the end of the day, if you're any of these 4 or anyone that competed today, you've got to be proud of yourself. It's a huge feat to get here, and you put on an amazing show.
So, Gojj, I'm trying to think about it right as we finish out these replays. We get toward that final win from Isabella in this final to be able to close it out. And there you can see goes to that 6, and it's that beautiful discard all. That was, no one thought they were going to have that many reds to be able to close it out like that. but a great job. Alexis getting on the board here as we finish it up. And Gojj, I think as we look at these scores, what is so impressive as well is that you and I both ended up not being correct.
That's
so
right.
we're going to call it
That's
a tie.
right. Neither did chat. Neither did chat. Everybody else thought the best was going to win. Look at these points, though, Katie. This is how close it truly was. 1 card differences across the board. Isabella takes the win, free and clear, 3 wins. And as you get into a 3-way tie, it comes down to total score. When you got your wins, how well did you win? Did you win with everyone with a ton of cards in their hand or not very many? And JM just barely ekes out the best, but it was Alexis is Hannah that sneaks those last 2 wins, by the way, in right before Isabella's third. Had 0 at one point in that when everybody else was on 2, and then crept their way back into it, and is actually going to be making the November grand finale. Top 2 moving on to November with all of the other top 2 players from the rest of our community cups. Congratulations again to Isabella and Alexis. Hannah, what a day. You can see all the players and where they came from and how they got to the grand finale, but it comes down to just those 4 that made it there. And they're all walking away with a little bit of cash in their pockets.
Yeah, a little bit of cash and a little bit of diamonds, some fun banners as well. And really, again, as you said it, Gojj, congratulations to Alexis, Hannah, and Isabella. They did a great job. And I think this might be one of my favorite community cups to date, Gojj, because we got everything. We got the sweeps. We got the games that went the distance. It was everything you could ask for out of Uno Mobile. It was a ton of fun to watch.
No, it was an absolute blast. And again, I've got to just congratulate everyone that was a part of the show. If you made it to main stage, you had to work really hard to get there. I've got some really close friends I got to shout out that we're really grinding through the Uno Mobile Community Cup. And they reached out to me. They were like, this is so difficult to make it to main stage. They were just a couple places away. So if you made it, congratulations. You earned it. You worked so hard to be here. But if you made it to top 4, you are next level. Let's take a look at those top 4 one more time. Take a look at the prizes they're walking away with. Isabella, $3,000. Richard, 10,000 diamonds. And that first place banner. You got Alexis is Hannah, again, moving on to November with the $1,000 and the 5,000 diamonds. And then you got JM and the best still walking away with a little bit of cash in their pocket. Still a great day in the office that is Uno Mobile Esports.
Yeah, massive, massive congratulations to everyone. Love to see those banners in game later on, but really a ton of fun, Gojj, and congratulations again to Isabella and Alexis, Hannah.
Now, folks at home, if you thought that was a lot of fun, you've got to get involved. Go follow Uno Mobile on all of their socials. We've been live on a ton of channels, doing these live shows all year long. You got to get involved. Go follow, subscribe, whatever you need to do, and get involved in that Discord. YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Twitch, and that Discord is where the community thrives, and they have a ton of events. And if you want to get involved in this event in particular, you've got to go download Uno Mobile for free right now in the iOS or Android Google Play stores. It's free, and those qualifiers are in app. So if you participate in the qualifiers, they're difficult, but it can be done. You could make it to main stage just by playing in game at the beginning of the month. All right, Uno Mobile is the reason we are here. We're having a lot of fun with them. And again, congratulations to everybody that made it. Folks, if you've been hanging on, you've been watching this show all the way to the finish line. We're almost done, but we're not done yet. We've got some exciting things, including one more giveaway for you. Go ahead, lock it in. Let's show the people at home. Hey, go follow 7 Twitch. Go follow us on Twitch. New esports accounts over there doing all of our live streams over there. But the giveaway code is follow7 Twitch. Follow7 Twitch. Type it in, all one word. And on this one, it's 1,000 coins just for typing in the code. 15 diamonds, an 8-time shield, and that golden scratch ticket, all right? So go get your hands on it. Our final giveaway code is a doozy. A lot of coins, a lot of diamonds, and some special goodies you're going to want to grab. Limited time, too, so you got to go type it in quick. Follow7 Twitch. Follow7 Twitch, one word. Click the cogwheel that is in your account settings. Go down to redeem, type in the gift code, Follow7 Twitch for all these amazing rewards. And we've got one more trivia for you because I need you to get your typing fingers ready. I need to know who in the chat is not only going to win the next Uno Mobile Community Cup, but who's going to win this trivia question. You got to know this one. what's the highest number of free bonus coins you can get from the Mattel 163 store? Did you know about this? The Mattel 163 store? I'm going to tell you a little bit more about it here in a second, but how many bonus coins can you get from the store? 15,000 A, 72,000 B, 6,000 C, or 1,100 D. How many bonus coins can you get? Well, it's not the lowest amount. It's more than 1,100, which is already a ton. A, B, it's not C, 15,000 or 72,000 bonus coins that you can get from the Mattel 163 store. How many is it? A, B, it is the most on there. 72,000 bonus coins. My goodness, we got to get involved in the store, Katie.
Yeah, we might just have to. My goodness, because that is a lot of coins that could be coming your way.
Yeah, we've given away a ton today. You can get some more bonus coins in the store. I'm going to be talking about that in a second. However, before we go anywhere, by the way, Katie, I love when we get to do this. We get a chance to interview our winner, which is a lot of fun, especially with how much of a nail-biter that last match was. We're going to get that interview ready for you all at home. You've got to check in with our winner and see how they're doing after a massive, massive victory. Let's go ahead and bring them in and see how they are doing. Isabella, can you hear us? How are you feeling?
Yes, I can hear you, and I am just, you know what, coming down from playing that game. That was so intense. I am feeling great. Yeah, that was super fun.
I love it. I love it. It was a lot of fun. Talk me through those final moments, because that was a stressful one. You were doing fantastic. Everyone else is also grabbing wins, though. And as you're getting into the final couple matches, it's like anybody could win this and knock me out.
Yeah, I was totally thinking that the last round. I'm like, we've all won two. This is it. This is it. And yeah, that last round, I definitely thought the best was going to win, because I thought he had a green, but he didn't. Yeah, so it was great.
So I have to know, Isabella, and congratulations once again. Was there a most challenging part of the cup for this month for you? Could have been offline, could be today, but was there a biggest challenge that you overcame?
I don't think that there was any challenges. I always find it hard to kind of like prepare yourself for something like this, though. So I just was like, you know what, this is just for fun. It's just a lot of fun. And I tried to have that mentality going into it for sure.
Well, I know you're a veteran when it comes to Uno Mobile. Obviously, you showed your skills, but you've been around the block before when it comes to the Community Cup. Talk to me about your experiences in the Community Cup. How many times have you tried? How far have you gotten before? Because I'm pretty sure I recognize your name from a different final.
Yes, I participated in the March Community Cup, I believe it was, and I didn't get very far. I was knocked out of the first round, so I just continued trying, and I was actually in disbelief when I got entered again this round for this month. But yeah, you just keep playing and keep trying.
When I think I love that attitude to keep trying, because you never know what can happen. And look, here you are, the champion in July. What got you started with Uno Mobile? How long have you been playing?
I've been playing Uno on Uno Mobile for about 2 years, but I played tons of cards as a kid with my grandparents, and so definitely it was just something that was fun to me and better than sort of other online games that you can find.
I love it. Well, we got just a couple more questions for you, and this is a fun one because I feel like we're all different. Like, we all play Uno Mobile at different times, different places. Do you have like a preferred time of day, besides when it's obviously Community Cup time, that you usually play Uno Mobile? Like, what's your like main time of day that you're sitting down maybe on the couch and trying to play?
Probably after work, before starting to make dinner and stuff, and I just need to like, I don't know, zone out and just do something fun and not think about, you know, the day-to-day things. So I would say then.
Yeah, I like it. Well, here's the final one. I really wanted to know, you've been playing for 2 years at Uno Mobile. Have you gotten involved with the community? I know a lot of our Community Cup players have kind of gotten involved in some of the Discord things. Have you gotten involved in some of the community things behind the scenes with Uno Mobile?
A little bit, but honestly, everybody, all the support staff on the Discord everyone is super nice. Honestly, it's been such a great experience. I think it's a great community for sure.
I love to hear it. We love the Uno Mobile, specifically the esports community around these parts, but we love the Uno Mobile community at large. We wanted to congratulate you one more time. Huge congrats. $3,000, a ton of diamonds, and we're going to see you again in November. So any final words you've got before I see you again then?
Oh, thank you so much. No, I thank you for spending your time doing this. I think that it means a lot to everybody, so thank you for that. And I'm looking forward to November.
Heck yeah. Well, we'll see you then, Isabella. Congratulations again, and I'm excited about November as well. Folks, what a fun interview. What a way to close it out today. Isabella, not only well-spoken, but also really good at Uno Mobile, winning our July finals and having been here before, which is a fun one. I thought that name was familiar. I'm glad I guessed correctly. Congratulations to Isabella one more time, and congratulations to the rest of our winners. A lot of cash, a lot of diamonds, and we're going to be seeing Alexis in that final as well. So, Katie, I asked Isabella her final words, but what about you? Final words for the broadcast. I love having you in the booth with me. It was a lot of fun today.
Coach, I had a blast. Once again, a massive shout out to all of the viewers. You continue to be some of the best around. So thank you to all the contestants. Congratulations to Isabella and Alexis. Hannah, and hey, claws and paws and claws. Master Chief, my cat is checking that card pack out. You need to too, Gojj. That's it for me.
I love it. Well, Katie, thanks for joining me. I'm sure we'll see you again in the future. And until next time, go hang out with Chief. Folks at home, what a day of Uno Mobile. Look, I've told you all this 1,000 times, and I'm going to tell you again, because if this hasn't convinced you, if Isabella's win hasn't convinced you to go follow Uno Mobile on all of those socials, I don't know what will. It was such a fun tournament today, and Uno Mobile has these community cups going on each month, but they also have Discord events going on, Discord competitions going on, giveaways going on. You got to go follow them on all their socials. You can type !socials just to pull those links up for you, or if you're watching this back, watching the VOD, scroll down below on YouTube, you'll find that link. And you gotta download Uno Mobile to get involved, so go download Uno Mobile. It's free. iOS, Android, Google Play Stores. You can get it for free. Start playing today. It's been a great day of Uno Mobile. We've talked about a lot. We've given away a lot, by the way, so shout out to Uno Mobile for all those giveaways. But I have one more thing to talk about before we close this thing out. Do you all know about some free coins? We teased it there in the trivia. Let's talk about some free coins. Folks at home, wildest offer of the season. Get up to 72,000 more coins. Look at this link. store.mattel163.com/Uno. Go check out this link. You can also look at the description. You can also look down in the commands, !store. We'll pull this up. A brand new online store. This is a website you can go to buy things in game rather than having to do it in app. You can also go to the website store.mattel163.com/Uno. You can get up to 72,000 more coins by using the online store, and there's a ton more bonuses there as well. I believe you just get 50 coins, by the way, just for logging in and signing up on the store. So if you just go log in, free coins coming your way. You might as well go claim those and check out what is in the store. We're done here, but we're not done for the year. Let's take a look at when the next Community Cup is next month, August 18th. We'll be live here, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Twitch. We are live all over the place. August 18th. You can't miss it. You don't want to miss it. And maybe I'll see you on the main stage. All of those qualifiers are in app. A fun day of Uno Mobile. A lot more coming. August 18th is the next big event. But of course, those Discord events are happening all the time. Folks at home, that's all we've got for me in the booth. I'm Gojj, and I've been your host throughout the entirety of this year, and it has been a blast. Thank you again. I've shouted you all out for welcoming me in with open arms. I love the Uno Mobile community, and I hope you get involved. But until August, I'm going to go take a breather. That was a crazy day. We'll see you in the next show, and I'm going to give you one more look at what's coming for the rest of the year. See you then.
Uno Mobile Esports is here in 2023, and each month we are hosting a series of in-game competitions leading up to the monthly live finals in February, March, April, May, July, August, September, and October. The top 2 players from each of our live monthly finals will not only walk away with some cold hard cash, but also earn a spot in our yearly grand finals in November. You won't want to miss this intense competition, so get involved now in-app and enjoy some unpredictable fun.
Reverse. Draw 2. Draw 2.